Oh my gosh. It's like I sit over here and my nose is like, F you. F your life.
If you,
Oh,
F this
and
game.
we lost Lindsay.
how dare you?
How dare.
Very dare. Are we still streaming 7 Days to Die, or did you change all
I
that?
changed it.
Alright, let me,
How dare you? I see everyone now.
I still don't see Lindsay. It's a
Yay.
black square.
Aww.
I see Lindsay.
It's because Lindsay's currently murdering someone on her keyboard.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you. Must be some kind of thing for you can't see me, I can't see you.
What do you
Alright.
What's that?
Clip trimming? What is clip trimming? You can make
What?
clips from streams? That's
Yep.
interesting.
We've had some people do that before
Yeah.
and tweeted at us.
Really? Who?
A couple people, like, I think it was...
I think Seth of Flame does it sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen the ones he's done.
I think Saber did one.
I think Saber did one.
It's usually, like, very ridiculous reaction faces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We lost Lindsay.
Alright, so for me... Okay, there it goes. Never mind. It was just black screen on Twitch.
Just
Um,
black screen.
Let me change this to something more wildy. I was looking around for like music and stuff like that, and there's a lot of really good ambient music in the new setup that Roll20 has, but there's not a lot of good, like, I don't know. I haven't found I've yet to be able to recoup like my battle music. There's like, compared to what it was before, it's just no comparison whatsoever. So, well, we have 8 people watching us right now, so hello.
Hello.
At least that's what it
Well,
said.
hello. Well, met
Hi,
everyone.
Lindsay. Bye, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Bye, Lindsay.
I had a thought. What was it? Oh yeah, about Twitch being a black screen until recently. It seems like the delay has been getting bigger and bigger recently.
Yes.
Like, there was a time where our delay was only maybe 10, 15 seconds off. Now
There
it's...
was a time when
Uh,
our delay was but 10 to 15 seconds.
Oh my gosh, Ryan.
But now it seems like it's over a minute.
The one time Ryan's not muted.
Oh, poor Lindsay.
Okay, well,
The universe just clearly doesn't want us to play Valendor tonight.
dude, I'm telling you.
So we can go
so-
pwn some noobs in Overwatch.
Let's see, Noof. The screen was black for me. I had to refresh it once or twice for Twitch to connect up. So you should be seeing the splash screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, Noof, you've lost your eyesight. We hate to be the ones to tell you, but you've gone blind.
My beauty was so radiant, Noof,
Yes.
that it flash blinded you. Like that.
Your mother's here with us, and she'd like to tell you something.
I see you, Lindsay. Does she see all of us?
You're
Lindsay.
blind.
Ryan, have you tried refreshing?
Yeah,
I
he
have.
did not too long ago.
I can do it again. Oh, but she doesn't have to keep doing it. I can refresh.
We
Oh, wait
are
till she's-
live, Saber. Yes, we are. Flash
Well,
screen's up. We're going to be taking it down in a second. We're just getting everyone on the same page.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there she is!
I have a black
You
screen
should be
now.
glad that the splash screen was up and they didn't see that face, Lindsay.
I don't see Lindsay.
Well,
see
I
Lindsay.
can see
You
her.
might have-
Oh, I'll refresh this time.
I don't see stuff now. This is amazing. We're playing.
I think this new video player is real hit or miss.
Well, I have all the default stuff. So who's moved their stuff around?
I see everyone.
Well, this game is set to use the new one.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but I know that
Oh, yeah.
when you move the stuff around, it changes things, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I'm set to defaults, but like I've noticed that whatever tech it's using is a little bit more squidgy.
I think I forgot to put in all the 4th level spells, so that's...
Corin.
Pro tip: you might need those.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
let me...
Kaylee put hers in.
How do I pop... Well, no, I'll
I
do
think
it this
Kaylee
way.
already mapped out
Oh,
everything
shit.
that she's going to get for the next 9 levels.
Yeah, I was just wondering if she put it in, but she did.
Kaylee is already level 20 on paper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Kaylee's daughter is actually level 20 on paper. I don't know if anyone knows that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be
Her son
dragging
is still
things
like a
in from the
level
SRD.
Yeah,
Well, her son takes after her father, Rico.
Why is my elemental evil over there?
Rio? I'm hoping you're talking about the evil, not evil, but the,
Is his name Rio?
it's
I don't
Rio.
know.
Rio.
It just seems like his name would be Rico.
Rico works too. His name is actually, like, very, very, like, over the top bow. Like, he doesn't actually have a name, it's just,
Ostentatious bow.
yeah. It's the actual act of bowing, though. That's how you say his name. That's how you pronounce it.
How do you
I think-
shout for his attention then?
I think Kaylee pronounces his name like, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Alright, what? Why do all these things say SRD now?
I don't,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna go out on a limb and say that maybe they're going to incorporate third-party plugins,
maybe.
but I don't know. I don't know for sure, but the only reason I could think of that being like that is like, okay, so now if Cobalt Press hooks up with them, they might say like, you know, Cobalt Press next to them or something.
Yep, okay. Well, I'm gonna start dragging in druid spells. I can go ahead and take down the splash screen whenever we're
Yep.
ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hello everyone, you get to watch me add spells because I forgot to do this since we last played.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
I'm trying
so
to not
Cozy people.
cover people's faces.
as plenty of people are probably panikedly realizing right now, we are down an Allison and a Champs. So Silver and Kaylee for this game tonight will be played by other members of the party, at least mechanically, if not also in spirit. Other than that, if anyone has any questions in the chat, feel free to type them in, and we're going to get started here. All right. So, when we last left off, the half steps had managed to delay the inevitable, essentially. Kidnap half of a town, run off to the Feywild, and close the door behind them. Lindsay, no one can hear you. It's fine. Being stuck in Greenhill for quite some time, under the pressure of the lycanthrope quarantine, the half steps grew very attached to certain members of the town, and when push came to shove, they essentially went against one of the only fundamental laws of Valendor and opened an unrestricted portal to the Feywild in order to steal half the town away through there before the full moon rose, hoping to delay the infection long enough to find a cure on the other side. When they got through, the portal closed behind them due to some amazing magicking by their druid Corin, and they were met on the other side by two childlike fae that had agreed to help them in some way or another for a price. All they wanted in return was for the party to give them a story. Didn't take long for them to realize that by give, they meant permanently, and by a story, they meant cherished memory from an important part of their life. Kaylee stepped up to the bat and gave up 2 years of her past, very important to her, and 2 years that were very important to her that she will never remember again and doesn't even exactly know what's been taken. From there on, looking over the group that was left with them, the 100 or so townsfolk of Greenhill, a promise was made that they will be kept safe while the half-steps find the big boss, as the childlike fae keep referring to them. Did I miss anything? Did I overdo anything? All
I
of
think
it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the deal's been struck. You guys are now in this glade, and it's surrounded on all sides by trees. There's the little fairy lights that are going off around you, and kind of like various parts of the woods. There's the kind of strange multicolored flowers that are sort of glowing around that Skyla decided to take a bite out of. Um, Huddled in this clearing around this small pool of water that is kind of cascading down the cliffside that's covered in these slightly iridescent mushrooms are the 150 so townspeople, still looking fairly feverish and some of them sick and out of sorts, not getting any worse from which excuse me, from what the party could gather, but still definitely feeling the wear and tear of the situation. um, Even though right now it seems to be either evening or morning, you can't quite tell. You can't really get a good glimpse of the sky to either side from where you guys are at exactly. Um, you all still have a full day behind you. You came through the portal as the moon was rising. Um, so you probably push on for a couple more hours before you start to feel it. But what did you guys want to do?
Do we get a sense, based on the deal we've struck with Ori and Mim, that would we be leaving right now, or would they be okay with us resting overnight?
There was no time frame that was perfectly established. Um, you can ask,
Okay.
but as you guys had finished talking, we're looking over it. You kind of noticed that they were talking back and forth and taking turns, like putting their hands on each other's heads and then like playing and then running around a tree and then back into the thing, and
Okay.
kind of like two squirrels almost.
Okay. Watching that, I would turn to the rest of the half steps and say, I believe that when we are ready, we can tell them that we are ready to go. They seem perfectly content to entertain themselves here and now. But if we do decide to rest and sleep, whoever's on watch, keep an eye on them, and if they start to leave, wake us up and we can head on out to find the big boss.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so you guys want to take a long rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Checking on us now. Or should we how far away are the big bosses from here?
I don't know that we got that information.
Can you ask them? I know they seem not quite straightforward in the manner, but if we can press on and determine this right away, I would feel much more at ease.
Yes, I can go ask them, but yes, so I would head over to them, watch them, be squirrels with each other for a little bit, and then try and catch their attention.
Okay, yeah. So as you walk up to them, they're kind of like rolling back and forth in the grass, and then one of them like sees a little firefly bug and kind of like starts chasing it and doing all that.
Ori, Mim, a moment of your time, please.
They both kind of just like both simultaneously just heads turn right towards you.
A couple of questions, if I may. And, of course, this is in Druidic. First of all, how far away is the big boss? How long would it take to get to them?
Well, lots of big bosses. They're all in different directions. Some of them are really, 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 really far. Some of them are not so far. Some of them are kind of far.
Which one would you be taking me to for this favor?
Oh, I'm not gonna take you to any of them. Your favor's gonna take you.
Okay. Is there a way to tell how long it would take?
Well, we'll take you to the sitting room of the big boss.
Okay, how long would it take to get there?
It's not too far. It's right down. It's near Bloomwell.
And where's Bloomwell in relation to here?
It's, I mean, it's kind of far, but it's not too far. But it's right over. And they kind of just keep pointing in a general direction through the woods, basically.
Okay, I think I begin to see the idea. Um, would it bother you to if my friends and I and all these people rested up for a bit? It has been a very tiring day for us. And then once we have rested up, we head to the big boss.
Well, we can go whenever you want. We've already made a deal.
And you will stay within the vicinity so that when we are ready to leave, you will be available to take us?
We don't leave the glade very often.
Alright. Well, we will. I will come back and let you know when we are ready to head out.
Okay. And they kind of like jet off.
Okay, I head back and say, I, I couldn't get an answer of where the big boss is. It doesn't seem like it's going to take very long, but we can rest up here, prepare as needed, and then we have made a deal. They are intent on keeping it. We can rest here and head out when we are fully prepared.
Well, that's good, because I'm really tired.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Think set watch.
All right. So watch rotation.
I'll take first watch.
Second for Nessa.
I can take third.
Third.
I can take last.
Okay. All right. So we'll just figure that between the few of you, you managed to take watch. So you guys are just settling in. It's pretty late, or at least it feels pretty late to you guys. You kind of have that jet lag feeling going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys settle down, check on the townsfolk, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Eat some of your rations, stuff like that. You finally kind of make sure that everything's taken care of and everyone's all right. And Alaric, you take first watch.
Yes.
While you're taking your watch, most of the town folk, tired from their ordeal, are almost immediately asleep. A couple are up here and there. You do notice that Aelin is basically just like wide awake, like watching over evac kind of thing, not really going to sleep. There's a few others here and there that are also awake, nodding off, but trying to like maintain kind of like vigilant. Ori and Mim are kind of like pittering through the glade. You see them kind of go up and down the cliffside and splash through the water and like run in and out of the trees along the side of it. Not doing too much, like in the way of like outside of just playing. So, is there anything that you wanted to do?
This being my first time outside of the material plane, I'm curious to see if there's any sort of different sense I have of Lathander here than I did earlier.
Okay, go ahead and make a religion check. Alright. You kind of just kneel down. You're still awake, but you kind of just like open yourself up, reach out, just kind of just broadening your senses and in that same kind of way that you felt his presence before. And you do feel this kind of overwhelming sense of him there, but you're not sure if it's where you're at now or if it's just kind of residual from the encounter that you had literally an hour or so ago before stepping through the portal. So it's kind of tough to tell one way or the other. There's nothing outright yes or no, but there's still a connection there. You're not cut off by any means.
Right.
Anything else?
Probably just pick over my book. No, actually, no. I'll stay more vigilant. I'll keep my book in the back.
Okay. All right. So, as you're going around, you're kind of doing your thing. Nothing really happens too much. Your time passes. You go on and switch over watch to Skyla.
I'm last. Yes, the second.
Oh, Nessa's second. I'm sorry, Nessa. Is there anything you want to do, Nessa? Or and you can do the. Yeah, you can. Go ahead, Alaric.
Nessa. I'm sorry. I know it hasn't been long, but it's your turn.
Nessa, keep it down, please.
Gosh, Nessa, you're so loud. People are trying to sleep.
Is there anything that you wanted to do? Yeah. Switch over, watch this.
For our viewers at home, Nessa's roommates are having a party right now, and they're apparently quite loud. So she is muted for the time being. Hopefully she'll be able to switch to mic later on.
Yep. For those following along, I'd like to pull out the Vajra surreptitiously and see if I can feel anything. Okay, so as you do, pull this out and you kind of just like concentrate on it, and it sits. It kind of has that same like warmth that it's always had in your hand, but as it sits there, it doesn't have that reaction that you had, any sense of it that you had when the portal was kind of swirling with that black mass. Make a perception check. Okay. So yeah, nothing really catches your attention about it one way or the other. Other than that, time passes without, you see a couple birds and stuff that look a little bit more vibrant than what you might be used to seeing. You see Ori and Mim kind of pitter and patter back and forth a couple times, but nothing malicious or anything happens. Switch over to Corin.
Okay, yeah, just generally, well, perception, and then I would also like to see just what sense of the Feywild nature I get, how alien it seems to me.
Okay. Go ahead and... so in which way are you looking? Are you just looking straight at the terrain, the nature of it, the magical sense of it? How are you...
Little of everything, looking at just how different does it look to my eyes and how different does it feel to my senses.
Okay, so roll a nature check and an arcana check.
Okay. Nature and arcana.
Ooh. Okay, nature-wise, looking around, everything that you're seeing seems a bit more surreal. It looks, it looks very familiar, but in a fantastical way, so to say. Like the trees, they look similar to types of trees that you've seen before, but as it goes up towards the top, the underside of the leaves have this like slight orangish glow that flashes on them every now and then. The flowers that you see, they look like flowers, but every now and then the petals might spin and turn, and maybe there might be bits that are floating and glowing around them. So it looks like an exaggerated kind of fantastical sense. As far as Arcana goes, other than the fact that you can tell that that everything's here, like just looking around you, seems to almost be steeped in magic. There's this comfortable, familiar sense to it, like that where you draw your magic from has roots in a place like this. You can feel that, but beyond that, you don't really get a sense of anything else. As you are surveying the area, kind of looking it over, one thing does stick out to you. It's not just like the trees and the terrain and stuff that's familiar, but the terrain's kind of familiar too. Where the small creek is trickling down the waterfall into this pool, and at the end of the pool, there's a small path that kind of winds its way through the trees, and that path, you're not quite certain, but it almost looks like it follows exactly the same path that the river from the Druid's Glade followed in Greenhill. And that the glade that you're standing in is roughly the same size, and the small creek coming down is almost exactly where the waterfall was that Sharmila walked through. So there's a lot of familiarity there, but it's just a little bit different.
Okay. All right.
And other than that,
Yeah, just keep an eye on the watch.
okay. And that'll bring us to Skyla's turn.
Yes.
Okay. So as Corn, as you go to wake Skyla up, can you give me a 1d10 roll?
Oh no!
Just
It's
head turns
already
into a
fucking
dandelion.
bite me in the butt. Oh, good. Oh, good. Great, great, great. I'm sure. Oh no.
So Corn,
Mm-hmm.
as you go and you kind of shake Skyla awake, Skyla, can you roll a d8 for me, please?
Oh, it totally was the flower. That's not. Oh my god, what's happening?
It's the
Might
Feywild.
be good. Might be good. Might be good.
Or sorry, it wasn't a d8. It was supposed to be a d6, but it doesn't matter all that much.
Okay, okay.
So as you shake Skyla awake,
Mm-hmm.
and she sits up and gets to her feet. No.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, it would have been pretty good. But as you shake her awake, there's a bit of a shift and almost this crackling sound. Skyla, it's reminiscent of the same kind of popping sound you heard when you were eating the flower as it hit your tongue. And Skyla shifts out of view and back into view, and her feet, she's almost shifted about a foot, not a foot down, it's like a foot down into the ground, basically. Like you've teleported down into the ground, and your feet are stuck.
Like roughly
Am I-
1 foot.
Am I being planted into the ground right now?
Like
Corn,
Like a
you can
flower?
give me an Arcana check if you want.
Okay, please hold. I keep trying to add in my spells. Arcana with my +0.
Okay. Looking at it just offhand, it looked like some sort of teleportation magic, but you're not exactly sure what's going on or what to do about it. So I'm gonna need a 1d4 from you, Skyla.
Oh, great.
Just roll all the dice, one of each dice.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the next 2 hours,
So my entire watch.
for the next 2 hours, you randomly teleport 5 feet in a given direction. Essentially, what it does is it reduces your speed by half, because every time you take a couple steps forward, you pop backwards, and you have no control over it. Every now and then, you pop down into the ground, and you have to like yank your feet out, and it kind of makes you stick in place.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Alright.
So you spend the remainder of your watch.
Oh, Skylar's just running around because this is hilarious.
Every now and then, you pop about 5 feet up in the air, and you're just
Corn would have watched the first, like, couple minutes of this, but seeing that she doesn't seem to be getting hurt, it's just like, okay, Skyla, enjoy yourself, and gone to rest for the rest of the night.
after Corn goes to sleep, Ori and Mim come out and begin chasing you around and trying to like play tag every time you pop.
Yep. Skylar's totally all about it. Like, just running, and then as soon as they get close, just to throw them off, levitating.
Okay. So as you levitate, as you're levitating, just random directions essentially.
Can't catch me. Okay.
That's how you spend your watch.
Yeah.
Okay. What you assume is morning comes. If there's anything else you wanted to do, Skyla?
Skylar goes and picks a bunch of flowers.
How many?
Like 4.
Okay. So you managed to find 4 of these flowers around.
I mean, they're going into her backpack, which is already like encrusted with honey and like other flower petals. It's like honey and potpourri down there now. She's just throwing them in there.
Okay. So you go ahead and put them in. You can put, 4 pop rock flowers or something in there. Other than that, your time passes uneventfully. Around what you're assuming is morning, even though the sky hasn't changed whatsoever. It's still kind of very dusky. You rouse up the rest of the party, and what do you guys want to do?
Alright.
Skyla does not obnoxiously wake everyone up this time, since there's a lot of people sleeping.
Okay. So as you wake up the rest of the party, Alaric, Nessa, Silver, and Kaylee manage to catch a glimpse of the very last few minutes of the as she's kind of just like she goes and reaches down to wake Nessa up. Nessa looks up and Skyla pops 5 feet away. Like,
is this a new trick that you've learned? Is this like when we met Fox for the first time?
I don't know. I woke up and it was happening, and it's kind of fun. And I played tag with Miminori the whole time. I mean, I was watching too.
Okay. All right. Cool. It's very cool,
It
Sky.
is cool. I really like it, except I can't really, like, if I want to go forward, I sometimes go sideways. Sometimes I go down and I'm stuck in the dirt. Sometimes I go up and I fall on my butt. Did that
Well,
work? No.
as someone who has also figured out how to teleport, you'll get used to it. I think, probably.
Have we seen Alaric
keep
teleport
practicing.
yet?
You've seen it twice, I believe.
yeah, at least twice
Okay.
at the monastery for sure.
Okay.
Well, I hope I figure it out, because it's kind of cool, but it'd be nicer if I could be like, I want to go away over there, and poof.
And just keep practicing.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, entered all the spells. Now I have to pick which ones to prepare. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of RP stuff, I would go find Ori and Mim and let them know that we're ready to head to the big boss, do whatever it is you need to do to keep the townsfolk safe while we're gone.
Okay. So as you head over, they're kind of curled up next to a tree, sleeping. Kind of tuckered out, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, Ori's head kind of like pops up, and he walks over to you and he goes, "Are you ready to go now?"
Yes, we are ready.
Okay. We will keep the townsfolk safe as per our agreement. And he reaches his hand out to his sister. She kind of gets up, takes his hand, and they both put their heads down. And then when they put their head back up, each one waves a hand out. And you see this kind of like, almost looks like fairy dust, I guess, kind of descend down from the top of the glade over the townfolk. And a couple of the townfolk, most of them are still sleeping, but the few that are awake kind of look a little bit shocked. And you hear like, "Ah!" as this hush follows over all of them. And you see just this wave of magic slowly turn each person to stone.
And this will keep them safe. Nothing will be able to harm them, and you'll be able to turn them back.
She said, and they point at Kaylee, to keep them exactly as they are right now, and to keep them safe. And Mim is gonna stay here and watch over them. She lost. We argued about it. She lost. I get to go. She has to stay here. We're gonna keep them safe while you're gone, and then when you get back, they will be put back.
Alaric, not understanding Juridica's hands on his blade right now. He's kind of watching Corin.
I was like tapping one of the townsfolk.
Yeah, you guys are literally seeing like Corin and Corin who's talking, and it sounds kind of like chittery, but coming out of Corin, it's a bit more like gravelly and deeper. Coming out of Ori and Mim, it's almost like squirrels. It's like tick 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 tick, like really like fast paced, but it's this very fluid kind of murmuring chitter that they're discussing things and back and forth.
Okay, I look at the rest of the group and it's like, it'll be okay. This is not ideal, but this is the best we can do for now. We should go work on finding a long-term solution to their larger problem.
Okay. So
Cool.
Korn turns to the rest of the group, basically kind of explains that. I know this is a little difficult with Nessa not being able to talk and half the party not being here, but
This is not what we agreed to. They said unchanged from the current state. How is this unchanged?
The Fae are tricky, and
Does
this
it mean
is-
something different in whatever language you're speaking?
I mean, sometimes when someone says something in common and then you say it in Dwarvish, it's like a little bit different. So maybe they thought what we said was the same.
And they prove that they can change them back.
I will turn to Orium and say, "Can you show that you can change them back?" And
do
then
you not trust us?
I do, my friends do not.
We had a deal. We will return them to you exactly as they were at the moment of the agreement.
I turn back to the group, explain that, and this is, as I said, far from ideal. This seems to be the best assurance we can get from them. Yes, I know they weren't stone before, but one of them will stay, make sure they are... this is when I wish Kaylee were here, because she would have something to say right now.
Nessa, could you say something even though the jungle is really loud where you're standing? Is it still quite bad?
It's actually quite good right now.
Oh, yes. Then please.
Gosh,
Sorry.
Ow.
The crickets have really quieted down right now. So.
They've just gone somewhere else. It's weird. I don't know. I typed what I was going to say. Just so they refuse to prove that it's reversible. They just do this, and they don't want to prove that they can undo it.
I feel that if we were to get them to prove they can undo it, they would see their agreement as fulfilled, and then while we are gone finding the big boss and the cure for lycanthropy, they wouldn't keep them safe anymore. So we either find out that they can do it and risk the townsfolk fending for themselves, or we take what assurance we have that one of them will stay here, keep watch over them as they are, ensure no harm befalls them.
Actually, let me make sure I actually even have the spell. Probably don't. Not prepared. Nope, never mind. Well, actually, just in case. Are Ori and Mim wearing anything like any jewelry or anything that seems distinct?
Odds and ends, it looks more like they have a couple things in the white braided hair that they have that are tied in there, and they look. It's almost like things that they've collected. You know, there's pieces from nature. There's one or two pieces of jewelry, but it seems very random assortment of stuff. There doesn't seem to be any distinctive piece that they favor or anything.
Okay.
But they do have decoration on.
Alright, if nothing sticks out, I'm going to give them something. I'm going to give them the ornate wooden box filled with a certain something that Orlin gave me at at Moss Branch.
Oh my god, why can't I think of what was inside?
Because you never knew.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna
Wait.
hand it to them and say like just as And I'll like say this in common. Hopefully, Corin will translate, or hopefully my demeanor translates what I'm saying. Just like as a token of our appreciation for looking after our friends.
And translate that.
Um, they kind of take it for half a second and they look at it and they chitter back and forth and they push it back. Ori actually pushes it back towards you and says that there's no token required. We have an agreement.
Translate that.
No token required, but it's a gift. Do they not have gifts here?
I'm not gonna say I translate this unless it's specific.
Most gifts come with a price.
This one does not.
That's a strange custom, and they kind of insistently push it back towards you.
I'd shrug it out.
I'm gonna open up the box and show them the contents. And
Ori, make a persuasion roll.
Okay. Of course.
Jeez. The language barrier is like really.
Yeah, it's not great.
Like Mim looks in and is like, oh, and kind of like ducks back down. Ori looks very curious, and he says,
Whoops.
Whoa.
No,
okay.
I'm trying to prepare it. No.
All of the stone statues.
No, I tried to prepare it.
He's like, oh well, problem solved. Let's go back.
Oh.
This is where Corn's evil nature shines.
Yeah. So as you're kind of looking at this, Ori looks at it and he says, I could not accept a favor without promising something in return.
All right, then I'll trade then.
Would you like us to give you a story?
What kind of story?
Oh my god, what if they give Kaylee's story back?
Sorry, I'm trying to think. What kind of story you mean?
We could give you a story, one that you've not seen before. What kind of stories do you like? A small story, but a story.
I like happy stories.
We could give you a happy story. What? And they kind of begin chittering back and forth. Corin, you're kind of listening in as they talk. They switch between Druidic and another language. Kind of sounds Elvish, but not quite. As they're doing it, you keep picking things. No, not that one. That was too new. That one. And they touch each other's head, and there's like flashes of light at their fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, that one's old. I've watched it a dozen times. And they say, a happy story from long ago.
It sounds fine.
Okay. And reaches up and touches your head, and as you do, you start seeing flashes of a wedding ceremony that's being held a long time ago. One thing that immediately stands out to you is that all of the people that are at the ceremony are human. The dress is very, very ancient. You actually see a few guards at certain points that are wearing armor similar to the style of armor that you're wearing right now. A little different, but definitely in that kind of very, very standout style that you've not seen before. And you kind of just are sitting there watching the ceremony proceed, and you understand everything that's being said, but you get that feeling that it's in a different language. As you're listening to this go on and on, the person closes the book, and emblazoned on the back of the book is the symbol of Lathander. And that's all it really is. It's just a very, very old wedding on a happy day for someone. Will that do?
Yes.
And they close their eyes, one of them places a hand on each side of your head, and with a flash, the memory is yours. It's almost as if you've lived it. You were a guest at this wedding.
Unexpected. Okay, so he gave him the gift because if they turn on him, he wants to use locate object and hunt their asses down. But like this is like an unexpected turn of events where like he actually got something out of this. And he's kind of taken aback by it.
Okay, so Ori takes the box, closed, and gives it to Mim, and Mim's like, and Ori's like, you have to hold on to it till I get back. She said, I don't want to. He says, you can have the box. All right. And Ori's kind of like getting ready to go. Are you guys ready to head out?
Yeah. Just in time for Lindsay to get back.
Just in time for food.
She's hungry.
She's gonna miss all of it.
Lindsay.
She's got her quilt. Her grandma
Lindsay.
quilt.
Lindsay.
So we found the big boss, we got the cure, and we're heading out now.
Then we came back and all the statues were rubble.
No.
Corin
Because Corin cast Erupting
You guys
Earth.
are the worst. Lindsay. Alaric tried to give them a gift, and they were like, no, we can't take it. And he was like, yes, you can. They were like, no, you can't. So they gave Alaric a happy memory in trade of it, and it was a wedding, and it was humans, and it was adorable, and they were wearing armor similar to Alaric's, and when the guy doing the wedding closed the book, there was a symbol of Valendor. Okay, that's it. I needed someone that blazed with 1,000 suns to feel things with me.
They didn't want the memory anymore because it was old.
Yeah.
It was old, really old.
It was middle-aged.
1,000 times. It was, and sexy.
Sexy as the mountains.
So as you guys are gearing up, ready to go, kind of wandering through the field of stone villagers, Ori and Mim are waiting for you at the edge. Mim has the box kind of clamped under her arm, and Ori is giving her a hug, and you see Mim starting to like well up with tears and stuff like that, and she's like, this will be the longest that we've been gone from each other. Don't be gone long, okay? He says, well, we made a deal, and I won't be gone long. I'll hurry back as soon as I can. Okay? You watch over the glade. And kind of like, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head on out. Is there anything you guys want to do in particular as you guys are going? Certain walking order?
I will be up front with... It's Ori that's taking us?
Yes.
So, up with Ori.
It's like the middle rank.
Okay.
And I also just have the Fey Dagger out, just seeing if it does anything.
Nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the concept that we always have like a marching order. And I know it's like just in case, but it just cracks me up to think about like all of us literally in a line, like marching through the forest when we could just be like huddled.
Yeah, I always imagine like in groups of like two, like
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's more.
also like how you walk in when you're actually hiking. You're not like all walking.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see it as like you guys are walking dead set in a line. I see it more or less like who's watching where you're going, who's watching what's behind you, and who's in the middle is kind of partially like who's watching the sides for me. Like that's more how I see it. I don't expect you guys to envision like all hands on the rope
I know,
like kindergartners.
I just I know.
I always I like being in the middle because like I can
Hit both sides.
hopefully get in front of whatever approaches from any angle.
Yeah.
And actually,
that's
we're in
all.
the fighter jet formation, where, you know, you've got the leader, and then the...
It's a flying V.
Yep.
Ducks fly together.
So you guys begin walking, Ori kind of like skipping and skittering, like across this path. It's kind of a narrow path. You guys can walk side by side on it, but it's not a wide open road or anything, and it doesn't seem all that well traveled. As you guys begin walking down it, you do see like the overgrowth kind of just like pull away a little bit to let you guys go through. You guys walk for about 5 minutes or so, and you come up on you come up on what looks like a like two trees that are holding a sign over this path that's walking there. This path reaches up and it comes into a wider road that heads off to the side. Essentially, it comes in, and right where this path comes in is this sign, and it says "Welcome to Bloomwell." And hanging off of the sign, there are what look like wind chimes, but they're kind of carved to look like almost like figures, like just very, very loosely reminiscent of kind of like you know, you can see a head, you can see a body, you can see legs, and it looks like there are wings that are hanging behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of just hanging there, and as the breeze kind of kicks up, they make kind of a nice, soft, musical tone. And as you guys are... So you see this whole arrangement before you, and it says, literally just like etched into the sign, "Welcome to Bloomwell." And Ori says, "Okay, the sitting room's in the town. The fairies and pixies can help you with it." And kind of starts backing up.
Okay, so we're just like at the entrance to the town.
Yeah, you're just at the sign, the entrance to the town.
Ori, where in town do we find the big boss?
The big boss isn't in town. The sitting room's in town.
And how does going to the sitting room get us to the big boss?
The sitting room will take you to the big boss. Lindsay.
And where exactly is the sitting room? Did he tell us, or he's just like, okay, go find the sitting room?
He kind of points. You guys can't really see that well. There's a lot of trees and overgrowth. Not like unkempt, just it's very, very wooded there.
Mm-hmm.
So beyond the sign, this road continues on through, but as it winds around, it's almost immediately lost in all the trees that are densely growing there.
So much wood.
Ori, would you please be so kind as to take us to the sitting room?
He kind of keeps looking back over the direction you guys came from, and you can see that it's like bothering him.
Your sister will still be there. It didn't take us that long to get here. It will just be a little bit longer.
I'll take you to the sitting room, and that's it. I said I would take you to the sitting room, and
Yes.
that was where it would take you to the bosses, and then we would keep you safe. Or we would keep the townspeople safe.
Yep, I'm trying to remember
Until
the
you got
exact
back.
words of the agreement, because I feel like it was something... do I have it in my notes? No. Well, okay, so what I have is they'll take the party to the big boss. So... this is an issue of player versus character memory being in conflict. I assume Korn would have a much better sense of what was actually said.
Yeah, I'm trying to... I have it written down somewhere. Just trying to write exact wordage, but essentially I'm pretty sure it was take you to the sitting room.
Like when we first made the agreement.
Yeah. Where is it? Over the path? No, that's not it. Anyway, so is there anything you guys want to do? Do you want to look around before you guys go in?
I would convey to the rest of the party. Or here will take us to the sitting room, which will take us to the big boss. Do we want to just head there straight away? Do you guys want to try exploring this town at all? Keep in mind that the longer we take, the more anxious Ori seems to be getting.
I want, as long as we're walking into something that, if there are any customs or anything that when you do it, I don't know if this is a place where everyone walks on their hands or anything. I'm really out of my depth here.
Yeah.
I just want to know that we're not walking in making fools of ourselves. And
I will ask Ori, are there any cultural customs we are aware of? Should we be fearing for our safety, especially once you leave us?
No, the fairies are kind of okay. The pixies are a little shy. They don't like Ori and me, or Mim and me very much. They're kind of snooty. But I think you should be okay.
Alright, I convey that to the rest of the party, and
maybe all the assurance that we'll get.
that seems to be the way of things here.
Fairies?
Yes.
Yes, Skyla.
Seems that way.
I thought those were fake.
I thought they were the same thing.
Oh,
No,
oh,
Alric,
I'm
come
gonna learn
on.
about.
They're totally different.
Ori doesn't understand this going on.
No, no.
I have to remember that too.
I wouldn't have been as flippant.
Skyla goes on to explain to Alaric the difference between fairies and pixies.
Oh, go ahead.
Just
Oh,
watching Lindsay
I-
try to herd a cat.
Go ahead, Skylar. Tell me the difference between pixies and fairies.
Well, when's the last? Oh, I lost everyone.
Oh, I just lost Robert and Ryan.
And Alex, yeah.
I'm still here. I can see you and Lindsay.
I'm watching to see.
Oh, they're talking about losing us.
Okay, I can see. I can see them again. Kinda. Interact, steps back,
I don't
it's still
see
loading.
Lindsay or Ryan now.
frozen.
I can see you. I see everyone.
I don't see Lindsay. No.
No.
Lindsay's gone though. I'm gonna. Well, I don't know. I'm just missing Lindsay.
What is happening?
This is
No,
Skylar's way out of explaining the difference.
I
This is
was
just-
gonna explain.
This is another sign that the universe didn't want us to do Valendor tonight.
No, we're having fun.
Mandatory fun!
Mandatory fun.
Oh,
Mandatory fun. Mandatory fun.
I'm trying to remember. I'm sure that's an album title, but I can't remember what band it is right now.
Mandatory fun.
Okay, Robert's back.
Hello.
I have everyone back except
I don't
Lindsay
have
right
Lindsay,
now.
So I'm gonna refresh again.
See,
Yeah, she's
I
a black
really wish
screen
that
for me.
I really wish that Ford was a glamour bard really badly. That'd be so great. Did you read it, any of that?
The
I read it.
Glamour Bird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do like a a Hobbit Adonis. That'd be so funny.
Is Lindsay refreshing?
Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So once Roll20 decides to agree with us,
Yes, still
And
sleep.
Steph, you see that in Twitch chat from Noof.
Oh, yes. I certainly can.
sure can.
Still don't have Lindsay.
don't either.
Maybe this will be her.
We shall see.
Come on, Lindsay. Maybe. Does someone want to double check the Roll20 server status site?
Maybe. Because everything is just going completely against this time around.
Yep.
No, it's still fun.
Oh, it's fun.
Oh man, we're down to a 3-person party. It's so odd for us, and yet that's what that's what I've gotten used to with my IRL group. Just because so many people have such different schedules. Let's see. Can I zoom? How big is this splash screen? It's pretty big.
Lindsay! Baby, come back!
Blame it
So you guys are
on
discussing
Roll20.
sprites and fairies and
Oh, yeah.
So tell
Well,
me, while Ness is kind of in the days over there, why don't you tell me the difference between fairies and pixies?
well, fairies have wings. Oh wait, do pixies have wings? I don't know. Um, maybe they don't. I don't know. Okay, so pixies are usually like kind of like Mim and Ori, where they like mess around and they play a lot and they like to play tricks. But fairies have magic and they're like glowy sometimes. And I
By
was
that
told that
definition,
those
I
ones
might be a
fly.
fairy.
No, but you have to be
Yay,
small.
she's back!
Oh, yes.
Do you have
The,
all of us,
the
Lindsay?
small ones.
Okay, I think we're good to go. As good as we can be.
Okay, so you guys are standing outside the sign. It says, "Welcome to Bloomwell." Alaric and Skylar are arguing about fairies and pixies, and Ori is watching them argue. Kind of a blank, like, I have no clue what's going on look on his face, but
I would sort of stage whisper to him. She's explaining to him the difference between fairies and pixies.
oh, I know all about that. There's tons. There's fairies and pixies and sprites and Aradini and Shiranimio and Boozes, and I can't pronounce all of them, but there's a lot.
Can you?
Also, pixies have the pointed ears, and I'm pretty sure fairies are the ones that have wings.
Virginias
And
and
as Skylar
Belly.
and Alaric are doing that, I would ask him to go into detail on the ones we're most likely to run into in the town.
There's all sorts in the town, but they're mostly nice. There's mostly some sprites and pixies and fairies. None of them, the the rarer ones.
So we won't come across any of those in town. What do we do if, by some chance, we come across the rarer ones?
That'd be nice to them.
Always a good plan of action, yes. But I think we are ready to head to the sitting room.
Okay, so as you guys begin walking forward, um, under the sign, the wind chimes begin playing kind of like a very like soothing melodic tune. And it's not malicious or anything, but it carries very, very well. And you can hear it ringing throughout the woods, essentially. You guys begin walking in, maybe another 5 or so minutes. And as you do, you come into a small clearing, and surrounding the clearing are rather large trees, and each of the trees is covered in different sizes and shapes, little homes. They almost look like birds' nests, but more meticulously crafted. There's like doors and windows on them, essentially, and they pockmark this whole entire tree. Like every single one of them is just kind of covered in. It almost looks like a city or a small town of just fairy homes dotting around these trees. This grove of trees that grows almost perfectly in a circle. Those are the only quote-unquote buildings there, except for in the dead center of the circle, there is an old worn stone well, and it has like the typical little wooden roof over it with the little crank handle, and it's got the like a chain that goes down to a bucket. And it's kind of like sagging off to one side, and a couple of the stones are missing.
Okay.
As you guys come into town, Ori goes, "Oh no!" And as you guys are there, you don't see anything at first. And then you notice what looks like next to the well, kind of like a piled up bunch of leaves. And on second glance, as Ori's kind of looking shocked, you start to pick out the forms of pixies and sprites. They're huddled up next to the wall of the well, a couple of them kind of just like hands on it, moving, coughing, hacking, like in pain looking. But there are hundreds of pixies and fairies and sprites of different shapes and sizes, different colored wings and things like that. If everyone could give me a perception check.
Oh man, all my stupid sheets closed.
and those of you that are rolling for other people as well. Alaric.
Which
The
one
second
was-
one is silver.
Second one is silver,
The
yeah.
20
the
is
high one is
silver.
silver.
So Skyla and
Sorry.
Haley still.
Here's Kaylee
Hmm.
and Skylar.
Okay. As you guys are coming up, I'm almost taken back by this scene. Silver begins kind of glancing around and picking out like shapes and stuff that's going on. She kind of turns the rest of the group and points out that a lot of the fairies and pixies, while some of them, like the ones that are closer to the well especially, they look ill. They kind of look weak and frail, but they look kind of beautiful. And in the same way that Ori and Mim are beautiful, they have that like magical kind of grace to them. The ones that are further away from the well look a little grotesque. They have like boils growing on parts of them. Some of their like fingers are like elongated with like old nasty fingernails growing out of it. A couple of their wings are like decaying and turning to like ash and stuff like that. Their faces are elongating and like teeth are growing out at odd angles and stuff like that. And it looks extremely painful as they're like clawing their way closer and closer to the well.
What's happening to them?
Do you have any idea what this could be, Ori, as I'm moving towards the well and trying to crank up the bucket for water?
So as you go, it's a little bit difficult to get close to the well because there's so many of these. You kind of like try and move your way around, and as you're like cranking up the bucket, you hear the chain like rattling, ting, 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 and as it gets closer and closer, there's no bucket on the end of it. Peering down inside the well, you do see like a slight glow in the bottom of the well, very, very, very faint. It looks sort of like a bluish green glow. Other than that, there's nothing going on. And as you get close to the well, you hear very small voice, "Stop! Stop! What are you doing?"
I take my hand off the well and try to find the source of the voice.
What language?
Yeah, what language?
That's a good question. It's gonna be in something Corin can understand clearly. All my stuff is open.
Which might be, it's either common, druidic, dwarvish, or orcish.
Yeah, I have.
Sprite speaking orcish.
It's like, oh, you speak Orpheus? No, not really. Just that sentence and this one explaining it.
Yeah, exactly. It's in a kind of like broken druidic. After it speaks one or two words, it looks over and sees the rest of the group standing there. And what you're looking at a you can't exactly tell the difference, but you're looking at a fairy, a much older, kind of a long beard that looks like it might have had patches of, like, it might have been red in color at one point in time, but it's definitely white nowadays. What look to be like butterfly wings that are kind of dulling in color. Very, very older person, and has on some sort of headdress that looks very flamboyant but official looking. And as it looks past you and it starts chittering in that same sort of elven-ish language at Ori, and Ori begins chittering back at it as you're kind of just standing there. No one speaks Sylvan.
No.
You don't like us having exotic languages.
I'm going to detect poison disease and see if I can recognize this.
Okay.
If it's the same that I experienced earlier.
Okay, so as you cast this, you have no sense that like overwhelming pungent kind of sense is not there. It's nothing like what you were experiencing in Green Hill.
I'm going to one of the sicker looking fairies.
Okay.
And I'm going to lay on finger for 5 points to cure one disease that's affecting it.
Okay. So you're gonna cure a disease.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't regain any hit points or anything?
Well, it does regain hit point. It's just like
It does both?
well, if you spin up to 5, you can cure. Actually, that's a good question. Like you can spell here to cure the heart. No, I guess it's just healing or it's curing a disease.
Okay.
So, well, I mean, it's however you want to translate that, but I guess you could read it either way. But yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can, if this is like a magical disease that can't be cured, or if I can just go, boop.
Okay. So you reach down and you kind of draw on your amulet's power and try and cleanse it. And as you do, you feel this kind of cleansing energy wash through it, and it doesn't seem to have any effect. Whatever it is doesn't seem to be a sickness, so to speak. So
I relay that to the party. That this doesn't seem to be any disease or poison.
Okay. I would kind of try and cut in between Ori and the elder and be like, should we be moving them towards or away from the well?
Yeah, I've been trying to like push the weaker ones farther away, like toward the well.
okay. As you're like pulling them closer towards the well, it doesn't seem to change their status or effect or anything like that.
Great.
Yeah. So
Anyway, Corin, you can talk to this guy who might know what's going on.
you're talking to them, and you're basically now. So now you're basically talking to Ori, who's translating for you so that you can translate for the party.
Yep.
So that Alaric can translate to Skyla.
I mean, this is how Lewis and Clark
Monkey
did
Washer.
Sacagawea stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, there was like
Playing telephone.
5 chains of translation there.
Yeah. So what are you asking exactly?
Because the elder reacted when I tried to raise the bucket. I'm trying to figure out if it would help to move all the miscellaneous fae towards the well or away from the well.
So as you begin kind of asking, and Ori's talking to this elder fairy who's very, very weak and sick, Ori kind of explains to you that it's they have to drink the water in the well.
Okay, but there's no bucket, and
There's
I would
water.
relay this to the...
Something we've never used the bucket. We just fly down and get the water typically, but it began drying up some time ago, and we sent and he's essentially translating, and you're getting the gist of this, but they sent some down into the well to see what was happening to the water, and they heard horrible noises, and they never came back, and they've run out of all the water that they had stored in the town, and they are too weak to go down there and try and see what's going on themselves now. And if they don't have the water, then they're all going to change.
Change into what?
Yeah. What they're changing into now. And he kind of just like puts his hand around, and you see that slowly a lot of the pixies and fairies are transforming essentially into just like grotesque like aberrations of themselves.
Okay.
And it looks extremely painful, but they're essentially just getting like they're turning into like grotesque forms. Like
Okay, I would start, getting rope out of my pack and relay this, translate it, and just, we need to get down into the well, find out what's down there, figure out how to get the water back up to them. And
All right, I'll help.
fastening the rope to the hanging thing, or actually, rather than that, just crank the chain back down and we can climb down that.
okay, so you crank the chain down. It's dangling into the bottom there. Are you guys just going in?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So what's the order? Who's going?
I will go first because I'm there.
I'll go second.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go third.
I mean, all right. I'm good at climbing, guys.
Okay, you go. I'll go last, and then I'll smash on all of you when I fall.
I got you.
Have Silver go last.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Very squishy.
Okay,
She
so
runs
for
forward.
everyone that's climbing down,
Yep.
I'm going to need an athletics check. Alaric's like, I'm good at those.
So all of us athletic.
Of course.
I would say that Skyla could probably just.
But I get advantage because it's
I
a rope,
mean-
right? Or ish.
It's what?
Can we just laugh at Skylar?
You can laugh at.
Ah, Kaylee, you poor sucker!
No, she just tumbles down.
Yeah, she just tumbled.
Oh yeah, she can reduce fall by half
Mm-hmm.
if she tumbles as
She
a.
just parkours down.
She's just like pew, 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 pew.
Wait,
Or like the Grinch. Just
And let me just double check the falling rules because Kaylee rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm. I think
Sorry,
it's typically
Alex.
1d6 per
1d6 per
10
But
feet.
you're missing it.
It's 1d6 for 10 feet, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Well, it's
so as you
1,000
guys are
feet.
climbing down, Corin, Alaric, you're climbing down after Corin, and you actually start to just slip and barely catch onto yourself.
Slippery little bugger.
Yeah, the chain seems kind of like, like there's moisture down here. It's a little bit wet. It's a little bit rusted in places. But you manage to right yourself and keep going down. Nessa, you're kind of a little unsteady as you're swinging your legs over, and it's a little awkward for you, especially in the plate mail and stuff like that. But you manage to almost pure upper body strength, just, like Van Damme almost. Yeah. Skyla, you start to make your way down, and as you get near the bottom of the like where the stone drops away, which is it's like a good 10-20 feet, but where the stone drops away, you slip and you lose your grip, and you start to fall.
Guess I shouldn't have levitated while I was playing tag.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but that's okay. You're above me, though. Can I try to catch her as she falls?
You can try and catch her.
Yeah.
Catch myself with my something,
You're falling.
just free falling.
Yeah. You can try and levitate, but you're falling.
I used it.
So you begin to fall down. Alaric, if you want to try and catch her, go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Yeah, so just straight dexterity.
So good at these.
We all go tumbling down.
Okay.
Right.
As she begins falling, you reach out and you feel her armor as she's flowing past, and you go to grab it, and it slips right out of your hand. It's almost yanked out. It almost brings you down with it. Skyla, you take. You take 15 points of damage. Silver is about in the same boat as she's going down, and Skyla starts to basically slip, and Alaric reaches out and grabs her and jerks. The whole chain swings to the side.
Can I do what? Never mind. It doesn't matter.
She has portent.
Yeah, she does, but I have to call that before she rolls.
Oh,
But I do need to roll a d20 now for future.
is she level? She's level 6, so I think she gets
This
2.
is 129, a d29. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, I ate a crit on a d29.
Nice.
So yeah, for 5.
I think she gets 2.
Oh, she gets 2.
I think she got a second one at level 6. So.
So 5 and 3.
Okay. As the chain jerks, Silver loses her grip and comes tumbling down as well. And she was a little bit above Skyla. And
I don't suppose I can try again.
Can I just ready myself to catch her body?
You're pretty low down, and you already tried to catch Skyla. That would be your reaction, so you're not going to be able to do it.
Fair.
wasn't Silver right above me? Could I try and
Yeah,
try
you
to catch her?
can try and catch her if you'd like.
Cool. What do I roll?
A dexterity check.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay, I already fell.
Oh,
I'll just.
As she begins to fall, you feel a sharp kick in the back of your head as she just goes right on past you.
Can I try catching her from the bottom, like Superman?
If you'd like to take half of her damage landing on you. That's all that's gonna happen. She's falling. She's like
Well,
a
if she
now.
stays up, she could heal me.
Also, you can't anyways. You land prone, and she falls immediately after you. So
Fine.
you guys are basically landing down next to each other.
Can she hellish rebuke the ground?
Oh, dang.
Technically, Alaric was the one that jerked the chain, so no.
We were rooting for you. How dare you.
Kaylee swings her legs over the side, looks at Ori one last time, and slips right down and falls all 60 feet.
Ooh.
She's gonna take half of that.
Yeah, half of it.
Ouch.
So she takes 10 damage. As she falls down, you guys see Kaylee, and as she begins to fall past the stone, seeing the last chance, she puts a foot out, kicks herself off, and transfers that momentum into a roll as she hits the muddy ground underneath. The rest of you manage to make your way down. As you do, you're in a very, very dark, like, cavern essentially underneath this well. You can see that at most times it's filled with water. At your feet at the bottom, there's a very, very small pool of water that's pooled up there, and it has where it's like touching the stone underneath, the stone is kind of glowing slightly. Everywhere else the water's starting to dry up. It's a little bit muddy. There's kind of like that just grime and muck from the earth that's under there, and there's stuff that's growing, but just normal. You just see it's kind of like dried up, and it's very, very dark. So for those of you without dark vision, you can't see like 5 feet in front of you. Yep.
I begin to glow.
Okay. So what's your glow? Okay. So yeah. So that's 20 and 20.
Nessa?
I don't like the dark.
She did this in the jail
But-
cell, Skylar, remember?
Yeah, I'm popping my amulet as well.
I guess. I was crying really hard, so my eyes were kind of puffy.
Okay.
So I'm glowing as well.
I really enjoyed it, Alarix.
Human bros.
High
Give me my
five.
bros.
Oh wait, high five.
There you go. Yeah, you
Some
guys
bros.
both hit Alex in the face.
You guys could all be at full health again, by the way.
Oh jeez.
Well, except for
Why?
the damage that was just taken.
Oh, sorry. That's right. I was thinking it was from before because I was copying from another map.
Oh.
Okay. Give me a sec here.
Too bad I can't heal myself with the Healy stick.
Yep.
Good thing we've got several sources of heals.
Yes.
So Skyla and Kaylee's fine. She's like splashed her way away a bit.
Splashed away.
Alaric, you are at 20, so it's 40 feet, and the dim begins at 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
20.
Nessa is the same as well, right?
Yeah. So how, Skyla, how are you? Sorry, Skyla, how are you feeling?
My butt hurts real bad.
Your butt hurts real bad.
Landed right on it.
No.
Silver, do you want to inspect that? I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you need to.
All right.
I mean, I don't feel 100%. I'm probably like
80%.
like 75%.
Okay. Well, let me just talk with Silver for a moment. So, Silver, let's look at your spells and see. That takes a while. You might want to cast that now if you're going to do it. Okay.
We could all just take a rest.
I think we should push forward and we'll.
We just started.
Yeah. Let's just. I say we push. Let's just push it. Let's
I'm
do it.
fine. I'm
These
fine.
poor little fairies. You're gonna like put their lives
right.
on line.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm okay. Wait, my
We
back
can
hurts, but I can walk.
Yeah, we can top off later.
Once we're dead.
Okay.
That is true.
So we're in this tunnel thing, and it seems to go either way, and there's, I assume, not as much water as in the splash screen?
Yeah, this is just splash screen stuff, kind of feel for it. So as you guys are down at the bottom, the chain is basically hanging down on the ground, essentially. You have the small pool of glowing water that's underneath you. It's almost dried up, essentially. It barely like wets the bottom of your boots. Further up, for those of you that can kind of see what's going on, it's pitch black. You can make out the like grayish, colorless shapes of the walls. Oh no, well there's light there now, so it's actually flooded with light. I forgot. So you guys can see this cavern is very old. It's been worn by this underground waterway for a long time, and it seems like it mostly just pools up here. Like this is the low point, and that's why the well is here essentially. You can see small glowing pools that have gathered in low points here and there, but for the most part, especially for those that are, those of you that have grown up in small towns and that know a little bit about like wells and things like that, this should be underwater right now. You should be standing in just like in a cavern filled with water, and it's completely gone. You guys can see a little bit further up, and it winds and breaks off and does all sorts of different things. If you guys could give me a perception check.
I was just about to ask.
Yep. I assumed as much. And there's enough light, so it's not a disadvantage or anything.
Oh, almost a 20.
Skylar's just so distracted.
Your butt really hurts.
It hurts really bad.
Well, I mean, we can stop to heal you.
No, it's fine.
Okay, and Corin actually gets advantage, right?
Yep, with my shield.
Doesn't matter all that
Yeah.
much. So Nessa and Kaylee, as you guys are, Kaylee's kind of standing up, dusting herself off. As you guys are looking around, further up into the cavern, something kind of catches your eye, Nessa, glinting in the light. And as you look, kind of half sticking out of the mud, a little ways away from the opening, you see what looks like a little figure. And Kaylee's over a couple feet away from you, looking in a different spot and kind of like, hey guys, and is bending down and picking something up. As you reach down and you brush away the mud, you see a small stone pixie that's embedded in like an outstretched, like flying, fearful look on its face. All you see are kind of like the wings sticking up. And as you look over at Kaylee, she's actually holding another fairy-looking creature that's not stone. It's dead and kind of lifeless, but it's not turned to stone. It has like a feared expression on its face, kind of like embedded in there, but definitely had been dead for at least a few days.
I probably don't know anything about this. Is there something I can roll to like know anything about this? Like petrification? Do I even know that word?
I mean, in what way do you want to check on it? In
do I
the
know?
Feywild, in the bottom of a magical well in the magical Feywild,
Yep.
that no one's actually been to in thousands of years. How do you want to investigate it? What do you?
If I'd ever heard of madness before today, what do I know that can turn things to stone, magic-wise, or creature-wise?
I mean, are you assuming it's magical, or you want to make an Arcana check or a Nature check, essentially?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, what a
They heard
delightful toy!
Which
How
one
did I get all the-
are you proficient in either?
No.
Okay, then it's definitely you gather that it's a like creature that's been turned to stone,
Mm-hmm.
but beyond that, you have no clue.
Great. Is Ori with us?
He
No,
stayed up.
Ori is upset.
Great.
Like, bye!
Have fun.
Being proficient in nature, would I have any idea of a creature that could accomplish this? And I assume Kaylee's
Did-
proficient in
Janessa,
Arcana.
did you show it to us?
Yeah, I'm like,
I've got history proficiency. I don't know if I can contribute to this.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a history check. Corin, you can give me a nature check. Okay. Alaric, you've heard stories of things that go bump in the night. Essentially, there are spells that you've heard of that might be able to do that, but as far as like exactly what's going on.
Well, I mean, we all just saw Mim and Ori do this.
Yeah, exactly. So you've seen stuff like this, but
Maybe Mim and Ori can undo this, I say to the group.
Perhaps. But this is one fairy. There are the hundreds up there that we need to see if we can do something about first.
Yes.
yeah.
Maybe
So,
put that one to the side for now.
and as you're looking around, Kaylee has found like a couple that are dead. They did say they sent a couple into the well to search this, and you find just in your like kind of glancing around the area, at least 2 others that are stone solid, like petrified.
All right. Well,
One of them, like its arm is broken off, and one of them has like a broken wing. But you managed to find them.
all right. Should I keep them in my pack or just leave them here
See-
for now?
Yeah, I was gonna put one in my bag, but then I mean, maybe we should just put them off to
Let's
the
just
side
leave. Yes, let's just
so they
leave them
don't
here
get
for right
stepped
now.
on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we have another chain incident, then it's quite likely we'll destroy what's left of them. So yes, let's leave them here and let's make our way on.
Okay.
You know, put them into a safe place, just like off to the side. Stack them like a trail marker. Not really.
So what are you doing with the ones that are not petrified but they're dead?
Respectfully laying them somewhere.
Okay.
Do I have something that? Well, maybe I have like a handkerchief that's like really nice that I
Does
could just
cleric-
like. lay
cleric. Does Silver have speak with dead? Does cleric have speak with dead?
there. She doesn't have that. No.
So who is like keeping these, like putting them off to the side?
I mean, I would have helped whoever else is
Is
doing it.
Kaylee helping with that or no?
Probably. I don't see Kaylee doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need. Well, would Silver be doing that? I assume. Or no?
It would probably help.
She might help but I mean, it depends on how many there are. It sounds like there's less than 10. I think like Nessa and Alec can get them pretty quickly
Okay,
on their
so
own.
as Nessa and Alaric are doing this, I need everyone else to roll perception checks.
Okay.
Ruh-roh. Yay! 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 Yay!
Finally, Skyla!
What's with all the
21,
double
21, 22,
rolls?
22, 21, 21.
And Kaylee, 21, 21, 21, 21.
Okay. So as you guys are, sorry, I have a burp coming. So as you guys are,
Suspense.
yeah, suspense. As you guys are laying these to rest, you're kind of not really paying attention all that much. However, everyone else goes. What the hell? No. As you guys are doing this, you're kind of like placing them up. The rest of you guys are kind of looking around, and as you're doing so, you see a bit of a glow that adds to those small pools that you've seen here and there.
Mhm.
And out of 1 or 2 of the walls near you, this kind of ethereal form glides out. Those of you that are looking at them, you can see 1 or 2 popping out here and there. And as you're looking at them, you instantly recognize that they're fairy in form, but tormented, hold faces, almost like in an undying scream as they reach out. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Ah!
And Alaric and Nessa are surprised. So
Great.
hold on a sec, and I will.
Never gonna respect the dead again. Ever.
That's good.
That's a lie.
We learn.
No, I'm always going to respect the dead.
So,
Yes.
Oh, jeez!
in lieu of the
Um,
surprise for them, I'm going to roll a 1d2 because I don't know who to pick. 1 for Alec, 2 for Nissa. Alec is not surprised
Okay.
because of my ambuscade.
You darling.
I like quickly shout, Alec, look out!
And Nessa's like, that doesn't apply to me.
Next is like these poor little pixies.
Yep.
Alec, look out. It's just him. It's just him.
They got that. There's enough of them. I'm gonna continue stacking my lawn gnomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found the missing puzzle piece.
I'm gonna try and do this. I haven't found a good like combat thing yet, so just bear
I feel
with
that
me.
pain.
So is everyone rolling for initiative?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
Like, Kaylee and
I'm getting there.
Kaylee, yes.
But okay. Oh, it's linked to my thing. So Alaric doesn't get the +4, but he's not surprised.
So and then your stuff is already +4. Is that added into your initiative?
What?
You get it as well, right?
No. I don't get it as well.
Oh, is that a later thing?
You don't have anything for later.
Oh, okay.
At 6th level, you choose one ally that you can see or hear. The ally takes note of your action, prepares for combat. They gain a bonus. But just like with my ambuscade, if they're surprised, we just went with they're not surprised.
Okay. So you get your turns.
I still get my ambuscade.
Alaric is not surprised because of that,
Yeah.
but he doesn't get the bonus. Got it. Okay, that's right. Homebrew stuff. I wrote it. You think we'd know how to do it? Okay, so it will be Skyla's turn first.
Oh, great. I'm clumped up with everyone.
Great.
Yeah, you are.
Great. Try to. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. Just gonna.
This is the worst. This is not like upbeat at all.
Okay, I'm gonna make our videos regular size so that we can see the map better.
Okay.
Doing the same thing.
So.
Oh, I could have been going large this whole time. We have such a small party.
I've
I
had them on
always go
large
large.
even when we have everyone.
I'm a little lappy. I can't handle large.
Oh, that's I know that feel, bro.
So for. Sorry. The longbow, I would be at disadvantage?
No,
Oh.
No.
it's only if you're threatened.
Oh, so if they're within 5 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, and everyone's already gotten back up, so I wouldn't say that you're.
Okay. So this
Um,
this one wait, what the
Hold on, sorry. Technically, you guys were standing next to each other doing this. And Skyla, I would assume that you guys were out like looking at stuff, so I put you there.
I already had
Sorry.
ideas
I
for
just pasted you guys in, and I didn't even think about it. So
all my strategies. Rewrite.
yeah,
Okay.
you're muted.
so this one over here, bottom left, I'm going to try to hit her twice with my bow. Bottom left, yes. You're muted.
Sorry. Technically,
Oh, the wall.
it would have. I would say that would be about half cover.
Oh. Just kidding, there's one right here that I can see perfectly fine.
Okay.
Alright. 1, 2. Hey wait! Those are both crits then.
Are they?
I'm using the bow that I got where the crit is 19.
Oh, is it?
Crit, yeah.
Nice.
Where does that say that?
That's in the thing you gave me.
Let me check that.
Bow of accuracy.
Oh, that's right.
Similar to
Wait.
longbow in every way except the crit range is lowered by 1. Crit on 19 instead of 20. I
Oh.
have it input as crit range 19,
Okay.
but it didn't go.
All right. So just
2 crits!
so just roll
Nice.
again.
Jeez
Actually, no.
Louise.
So don't roll the damage again because that's technically a magical weapon. Roll the damage again.
Yes! What's the damage?
A D8, I believe.
1d8 plus 2.
So it just roll the 1d8 twice.
Or 2d8s, yeah.
Yeah, 2d8. We'll get it. It's been a month. Okay, so 10, 19,
Nice.
26.
Sick.
Girl.
Nice.
Oh,
I haven't gotten to shoot a bow in a while. Shoot an arrow.
No.
what is going on here? Oh, that left. Okay, I see what happened. Hold on, this messed up my sheet because of that.
Oh, I love when that happens.
Yeah. I feel like everything is right, but let me double check. So I'm
I
gonna.
hoped I would never know that feel, but
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, I'm gonna delete this real quick because it's just no good.
So about Loot Crate.
Loot crate.
Look at Audible.com. Get your free trial membership at Audible.com.
We are not sponsored by Loot Crate, so
Or
Yeah.
Audible.
Audible.com.
Google.com. You want to know something? Go to
Google it.
Ask them about it. Google. It's a verb.
Not Bing. Don't Bing. Don't do it.
Just don't do it. Don't Bing.
Okay,
It's like,
there we go. Alright, that's better.
have a fun playing with Bing.
So that's 26
Wait.
with magical. Yep. Okay, so as you pull back on the bow and you let loose, immediately drawing the next arrow, pulling back and letting loose, the first one strikes and the specter kind of lets out this like, and the second one cuts that off immediately, and the specter just and poofs and disappears.
Oh, poofage.
Yes.
This one.
Murdered.
Murder.
But
so
you
that'll
can't
bring us
quite
to
see.
I'm still stacking. I have no idea.
Yep, that'll be Kaylee next.
Oh yeah. Let's try to figure out what to do for Gailey.
Kaylee tumbles away.
I don't know if this will work, but it's a 30-foot cube.
Like, I don't know if this will, but this will get everyone in the world.
Oh shoot. Okay. Never
All the way
mind.
up the well again.
That won't work.
All the fairies are dead.
This is fire, and everyone's dead.
Kaylee, how do you do things? This is hard. Alright, we're just gonna vicious mockery.
Yeah.
This one
Sacred flame.
right here.
Stupid foot jowl.
Okay.
You ugly. You ugly. Your mama says you ugly.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry that you don't have a very supportive mother. I'm so sorry.
so Kaylee unleashes a string of insults. Why do they only have... Oh, they're supposed to have 20. Okay. So it's going to take 4 damage. As the specter kind of stops in its tracks and shakes its head and its form flickers in and out a little bit. Alright.
That should be 2d4 damage because we're level 7 now.
Yeah.
I'll roll another d4.
Yep.
Crit, crit,
Oh.
crit, crit, crit.
Yeah,
Doesn't that go up at 5?
yeah.
Yeah.
But she probably added it before the SRD, so it's not super
Ooh.
fancy.
Yeah.
So minus 30 more. We're even
Change
deeper.
it for her.
Does she want to do anything else? Muted.
Yeah, tumble
Yeah.
maybe there.
Where?
Like around here, maybe.
Yeah. We'll tumble on away. Goodbye.
Okay. So Kaylee tumbles out of the way. That brings us back to Skyla, who's probably going to kill everyone before the turn ends.
Nessa stacks fairy turns around and everything's dead.
She's like, what happened?
Well, they just disappear. So she's like, "Why are you shooting your bow?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hi, Noah.
Alright. I'm gonna
Thanks for coming back.
scooch over a little and twice again at the one to the right.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Wait, that wasn't
What?
19 last time then.
Oh, what?
Oh, it wasn't a natural
Oh.
19.
It wasn't a natural 19.
I'm sorry.
It was a 12.
I
So
confused myself.
10 points off that one. That one's still alive.
Well, then Kaylee wouldn't have moved there.
Okay, so just move Kaylee back because that one's still alive.
Kaylee.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna
Alright.
wreck on it. I'm not gonna wreck on it. Just leave it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Life makes sense now. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
So 4 and 9 at which one?
The next ghost is like double beefy.
Ready!
Now comes out.
So swole.
Okay, so 20. So no, not 20. 25 and 13. Double check. I There's so many sheets.
That one was almost a 19. 18.
Jeez, that's an 18. You rolled a 25. That's ridiculous, Skyla.
I don't know. Oh, proficiency, dex, global range. Oh,
Yeah,
what? What
because
is that?
You got
plus
an
two
archery
fighting style.
style.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Then
that's 15 points. Okay.
it's been so long, I don't even remember.
As the bow kind of like lets loose the arrow, it flies straight through, tears into this creature. You can see its form shift and come back, and it almost looks a little bit more transparent as the arrow slams into the wall behind it. Still up and at him. Did you want to move or do anything?
Shoot.
No.
Okay. Alric.
I think that Corin, Nessa, and Skylar can maintain this flank for a little bit while I cover Silver.
Oh, I was like, oh, just leaves. You guys got this.
I start climbing back up the chain.
I'm going to
Tell them boy back.
smack.
Whoa!
And then I'm going to smack again. And is the second one a hit?
Okay. So as you bring your new silver broadsword around and slice through one way, the form. Your camera died? What happened? Oh. As your the form kind of shifts out of the way and backs up just enough, and you cut through nothing but air. The second time around, you kind of watch its movement a little bit more closely, and you are fighting tiny ghost creatures, by the way. You watch its movement a little bit more closely, you come back with another cut, and you just barely nick at its wing, and you feel almost no resistance as it goes through. It almost doesn't even seem to phase it at all.
Okay.
Allison!
Yeah.
Yes! Coming in for a fight, girl.
Girl!
Coming in for a fight.
Coming in with the white pants.
Yeah!
Them fighting words.
What's the +3 on that, Alaric? Oh, that's for the other crit. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just 11?
Yeah, it's just.
Okay, so as you do, you see this sink in, and you feel like it's barely touched it at all.
All right. I'll give a level 1 divine smite to that.
Okay. I'm wondering how that works. So I don't think that makes the weapon damage magical, right?
That's up to you. I mean, it's either way. I don't think
I
so.
think it would just be, I think it would just be the radiant damage. And it is, however, an undead, so you do get that +1 there, Alaric.
Yay.
And as you cut with that second one and your blade lights up with this radiant light, the creature kind of sizzles and crackles away from it, and it definitely looks very, very hurt. It's kind of smoky and wispy and flickering in and out at this point.
Okay. I'll hold position.
All right. Now it's their turn.
Ooh. Still
Okay.
stacking dead berries. What are those noises?
Yeah, you're surprised. You're not going to hear it, and you're probably not even going to get around this time.
I'm just humming like funeral dirge to myself so loudly that I can't even hear this fight.
So this one next to you, Alaric, reaches out and with this kind of like hissing noise, reaches out to grab onto you. For a 21.
Okay. That does hit.
Okay.
Constitution save.
Yep. And you have to reduce your hit point maximum by 11 points.
All right.
So you should
That was a maximum? Ouch.
full health technically. Okay, yeah. So you made your saving throw, so you don't have to do that. Sorry. The reduction. Yeah. So you're fine. As it reaches out, you kind of feel the life just like get sucked out of you. You feel weaker, and you see the creature as it like kind of pulls this life force into itself. Actually, technically doesn't heal itself, which is weird because life drain normally does. But
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
this one here is going to go for the one that shot an arrow at it, and this one is going to pass through the wall to here and go for this person. So 2 life drains.
To me,
Yep.
the first one hits, second one does not.
Okay, so as this one comes at you straight on and grabs onto you, you back up and hit the wall, and it latches on. You feel your life force being pulled out. You see the next one come out of the, like, almost burst out of the wall next to you, and you manage to duck just in time. So Constitution save. I don't
Plus-
like.
Okay.
I want better battle music.
+2 doesn't matter.
Oh, it's +2.
It
Yeah,
is.
doesn't matter. So
Great.
your hit point maximum is also reduced by 8.
Great.
Wait, the 8 versus AC?
No,
That's the first hit. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
23, 8 necrotic. Okay. And that's their turn. That'll bring us to Corin.
Okay. What's your ruling on me casting Moonbeam underground?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, I would like to bring down giant space laser on this one right in front of us. It is a 5-foot radius.
Okay, this one here, just so you know, Skyla is already hit numerous times, or at
Yeah.
least one.
But,
Okay.
Or actually, so then I would bring it down on what's poking out of this one because I can move it on my turn.
Okay. So you go ahead and bring down giant moonbeam, and I
Yep.
have effects for this and stuff. But what I'm gonna do is, no, not that. Draw shape. Hold Alt. Yeah, that works. It's a 5-foot radius.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I do not have control of that.
Here, I'm sorry. Can you give
I-
my controlling to him?
How do you want it?
Hmm?
Does this hit?
Yeah, and it doesn't technically say anything about allies or not, so I don't know if Skyla also needs to try and make the save.
Light shines down a 40-foot high cylinder. When a creature enters, ghostly flame.
I think that would hit Skyla.
I think it hits Skylar as
Okay,
well.
so then I would try and angle it so it doesn't hit her.
Yeah, I'd say you could just barely get both of them in there with some clever
Yep.
casting.
Skylar's just like,
Yeah,
looking for a wall.
she's already backing up and kind of ducking away. So
Man.
as this beam slams down, Skylar, you just feel this kind of like searing, like beam of cackling arcane energy flash in front of you. So they both.
Have to make a con save.
So it's any creature who enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts.
One of them gets a 2.
Okay. So a creature enters the spell's area for the first time. I'm curious. Well, we'll just do it. It doesn't matter either way. Okay. So con saves for both of them. 15 and a 3. So you want the other 15 to be a 2? Okay. All right. So they
That'd be
both
good.
fail. They both take 13
Radiant.
damage. And as you do this and bring this down, you see these creatures just, and they're gone.
Nice.
Gosh.
Okay.
Instantly.
Alright, and then I would I will go ahead and move to the side and shout at people to clear a path.
Move!
And then,
Everybody move.
where I've moved away to, I will start to bring the giant space laser down towards this open area.
Okay, so like there.
Yep. Because
Okay.
it can move up to 60 feet on a turn.
Okay, that brings us to Nessa, who, hearing all of this, look up and see all of this going on, and prepare to do something next turn.
I spent 6 seconds gasping.
Giant space laser coming to me.
That'll bring us to Silver,
Cool.
who only has this one left as far as you can see.
I am moving my butt over here. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Skyla.
All right.
She needed.
I feel I hurt my butt.
She did hurt her butt.
Silver hurt her butt too when she fell down the.
She did hurt her butt.
Yeah, but I hurt my butt much more.
I'm fine.
I got some lay on hands if we need to like scooch anyone up.
5.
Yay.
It's something.
Skylar just winks at Silver.
Nice. That brings us back to. Do you want to do anything else?
That was a bonus action technically.
Oh,
So
never mind. That's so late. Never mind.
I'll just do cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Cause why not?
Oh, the heels.
Oh, the heals. That's all I do.
You get some healing. You get some healing.
Like you guys have a cleric or something.
What?
Crazy.
I have yet to get to use my Healy stick,
Yeah.
and then we got a cleric, and now I never need it again.
That's you well.
All right, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, that'll bring us to Keely.
All right, Kaylee, what are you gonna do with your life? All right, Kaylee's gonna. Let's see. Wait. Shuffle through, perhaps. No, I've got to stay out of there. Like there. And what?
Oh, I thought you were moving through the moonbeam.
I was going to, and then I realized it was there. And
Don't bite me, Poppy.
I'm going to.
I want a mark.
Sacred flame. No,
She doesn't have it.
just kidding.
Alright. One more. And she's gonna thunder wave it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Specifically aiming it like this way.
I believe
it's-
the.
She's got a 15 for DC or 14 for DC.
Yeah, what's the DC?
Oh, geez. That'll hit all of us. Well, not all of us.
She can
not
adjust
aimed
the
at.
cube,
it's aimed. It's that
Well,
way.
it comes from yourself.
but you can
But you
position
can
your.
But you can. It originates from you.
Oh,
so
that's
you can
right.
make it
We've done this
projectile.
before. I was there. I remember.
Yeah.
She's got a
I don't know where to
15
find
DC.
15 yet.
Is it a-
15? Jeez Louise.
Okay, so 15.
It's got a
What?
plus
con
4.
save?
I don't know why is this
Yeah,
so weird?
Thunder Wave is a con save.
On us. Oh, yeah. con save.
But even +4, +3 proficiency, does she have a +1 item somewhere?
No, I mean I have +3 proficiency and +3 modifier. My DC's 14, so she just has a +4 charisma.
Okay. Never mind, my math's garbage. Shoot.
Okay. So as you unleash this, or as Kaylee unleashes this thunderous wave in front of her, it echoes and reverberates throughout the whole cave. You actually see some rocks kind of fall, the chains like shh, and you can, in that like echoing silence, everyone's kind of ears are ringing and stuff like that. Looking around, there are no more ghosts remaining.
I will remove the giant
Yes!
space laser before anyone inadvertently walks into it.
You're removing it?
Actually, I will bring it to me and just keep it for a beat or two, make sure no more ghosts pop up. And if no
Okay.
more pop up, then I will dismiss it.
Okay, yeah, so as you guys are kind of sitting there in the wake of all this, doesn't seem like anything's coming up.
Is everyone alright? Skylar,
Yes.
are you okay? That thing.
It touched me. It's gross.
Grody.
Super grody. Gave me the
GBs.
heebie-jeebies. I was gonna say the chili willies, and I was like, well,
That's all.
I don't know if that's a thing that Skylar would have.
I don't like these battle music choices.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
It's terrible.
We could just beatbox it.
I'm okay.
We're in a battle.
Everyone immediately starts to cry.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
They have to keep going through, right?
I appear to have hit my head when I fell down a well. Do we know why those things were here?
They were probably part of the group that got sent down to investigate why the glowy water has dried up. And
Because there's all these fairies up top that are kind of feeling yucky and they need the water, but the water disappeared. So we came down here to try and find it, I think.
Right, that's what it was for. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's okay. I hit my butt pretty hard. I think I lost some information too.
that's not where your brain is, Skyla.
Or it is where she stores
that,
information
Karen.
for the winter.
Just sometimes when you get jostled, things happen.
Fair enough. Alright.
These things do happen.
These Things do
So-
happen.
We should probably move through the cavern
go.
to try and find the source of the water.
Just keep moving.
Keep on,
But no one
keeping
wants to
on.
rest. And after you've all gotten hit. Alright.
The fairies up there can't afford for us to wait. You're muted.
As you guys move further into the cavern, actually I can even drag you over here because I don't like you guys exploring on battle maps. So as you guys move further into the cavern, glancing around again, you find a couple small pools here and there in the low spots where the stone is still glowing and the water is still kind of vibrant and it's collected in these little tiny patches here and there. You don't find any more signs of, water here or there. You find a couple more small statues of like petrified fairies and pixies here and there. As you begin moving up, you do hear what sounds like water kind of flowing and moving. You come up to a cavern, and it looks like there are two parts of it. The parts that flow in, from what you can tell, especially like Corin, with your affinity for nature and stuff like that, you can tell which way the water has been flowing. And it looks like it's come in from two sides. And where this normally would flow in, it looks like someone has purposefully collapsed parts of this cavern to block the water off. And you can see small trickles of it kind of like flowing over the top of it and flowing through these rocks. But this section here is dammed up. If everyone give me a perception check.
Would pretty great if I'd
What I
prepared
meant was
stone shape.
perception.
Okay.
Any chance we could keep the D20 from my performance roll?
No.
Dang it.
Are they both, see, one of them is charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, they're the same.
Are you?
Because I'm proficient in perception, but it's the same modifier, because my wisdom is far lower than my charisma.
Okay. Well, I'll give you,
It's cool. It doesn't have to. I mean, I clicked the wrong thing.
okay, well, so Skyla and Corin, because of advantage, as you guys are investigating these
And
walls,
Haley?
no, Healy doesn't have advantage.
Oh. Why do I have advantage?
No, Corin has advantage.
Oh.
And that gives me a high enough score.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
So, Skyla and Corin, as you guys are coming up and you're looking these walls over, you hear very, very kind of muffled splashing coming from the other side of the wall. It sounds like something moving back and forth through there. And Corin, as you lean your head in and kind of listen a little bit more, you hear a voice in like a deep kind of growling, I'm trying to make sure, a deep kind of throaty sort of voice.
Ooh.
Let me make sure. Yeah. Speaking in common.
We can
You
all
hear
contribute.
You can all contribute. You hear this. It's not working. It's not working. Why won't it work? And you hear this like angry like splashing. I heard something over there. Did you hear it too, my pet? Did you hear it? It's not working. And then you hear this like really kind of like angry, like this is the worst way to describe it. Angry like drinking, basically. You hear like like it's just gulping and splashing water down. Nothing. It hasn't changed.
There's something on the other side. It seems upset and angry. Sounds like it's the water's over there. It's drinking it, but nothing's changed. This would have been really great if I had stone shape and it could just through the wall, but
And drown us all.
I just imagine.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
From what you guys can see where the water is coming through, it's probably at about like chest height.
Oh. Then just inconvenience us all. That's what I meant.
Hold on, let me pull out Elemental Evil again. This could be interesting.
Hold on, everyone. Corin is pulling out a book. Let's wait expectantly.
So while I'm looking up the spell, does anyone think it would be a bad idea to open up this wall and get the water flowing and possibly come face to face with whatever's on the other side.
Skylar like pulls out her war pick.
Um,
Steal it.
I think I would like to know what it is first, because if it's like a sea snake, we're going, or some sort of electric eel, we're all buggered. So,
Should we try
So,
to speak
if
with...
we have, we have an advantage on dry land, I'd like to keep it. But so I would like to know what it is first before we pull that choice. But yes, it's a good thing to keep in the pocket.
It was
If we
speaking
can
in common.
find like a little crack in the wall that I can see through, I could put Fox in there and see what happens.
Yes, we should definitely get Skylar, who's the best at sneaking around and subterfuge.
Can you see? Can you see through Fox's eyes?
No, but Fox could just start some shit.
That's why I was so bummed out. You really have to add that as a class ability now.
Is
just
there
to,
a
like,
small...
figure out what-
Actually, no, hold on. So is there a small enough crack that, say, a spider could get through or something?
There you go.
Um,
Now you're thinking.
Some teensy little insect.
you have stone cunning, and I've always wanted to use that.
I think I have...
Roll structural engineering.
Let
Um,
me see. That would be part of a history check related to stonework.
Yeah, that's. Give me a.
Why didn't that show up? But I get
showed
to
up.
add +6 to any checks on stonework. Or do
Yeah,
intelligence checks.
So, I was gonna say roll a perception check, and then you'll add your stone cunning bonus,
Okay.
which with that
So
seven-
advantage with a +6.
yeah. So advantage +6, you had an 18. You find, as you're digging around, like looking through this, you do find at the very top of the right hand passage a small bit of stone that fell in and left a bit of a space that you were kind of hearing this voice through, that you think a small creature could probably fit through.
Okay, so I'm going to go investigate. If this wall suddenly comes falling down, that means you should come save me, probably. And then I will,
Everyone back away from the wall.
yes, back away, give yourself about 15, 20 feet.
And I'll, well, no, never mind.
Okay, and then I will be shaped into a teensy little spider or something and crawl through so I can see what's going on over there.
And you can transform into small, right? There's no restrictions on.
Yeah, my
tiny-
only restriction is, my current restrictions are CR up to 1/2 and no flying.
Okay, yeah. So you turn yourself into like a little cave spider, essentially. Tiny, no bigger than the palm of your hand, and you begin crawling up and up on the side and across the roof and stuff like that, and you manage to squeeze your way into this room. And as you do, the chamber that you squeeze into is vibrantly bright. The entire ground is glowing. Those small puddles that you found, this is the source, clearly. The entire cavern is just flooded with this kind of glowing light off of this.
Yep.
As you're in there, let's see here, double check. And let me look in here. Let me double check again. So as you're going through, as you're kind of crawling through, and you see this central pillar in there, and you hear the splashing on the other side of it. And you can tell that as you go closer towards the far end of the chamber, the water gets shallower and shallower. It's kind of like pooling up because it wants to flow a certain direction. You hear this splashing as you're going around. Okay. And as you are crawling along this roof, kind of inching your way along, and you round this pillar, you see this squat, kind of fat-looking creature that is sitting, like hunched over, just like grabbing handfuls of this water and just drinking it. And as you're looking at it, it's almost like disgusting to look at. It's very, very difficult to like look at. You almost lose concentration on your B shape as you're kind of looking at it. There's this putrid kind of stench coming off of it, and it turns angrily to this like not dog exactly. It looks like some sort of beast that's sitting next to it that has multiple legs and a tail and some spikes coming off the top of it. And it keeps saying, "It's not working, it's not working." As you round and you come into sight of this creature sitting next to it, it kind of turns its head and looks at you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fun.
So as you are kind of creeping along,
Actually,
and it kind of just turns and sees you, you can't tear your eyes away from it, and you feel your form start to stiffen up.
can I try and
at the
drop
last
out of
second,
spider?
You shake it off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I need to double check rules for coming out of B shape, because I think it might be an action to do that because I'm not Moon. But let's see, where is that? Okay, revert to normal form by using a bonus action. So, seeing that, I would like to bonus action, pop out of B shape, and action erupting earth if I can get the creatures and the wall to come down.
okay. So what's the range on erupting earth?
It's a 20-foot cube, and I will
Okay.
prioritize bringing the wall down if possible. And it doesn't technically say I can use the spell this way, but it's. I mean.
Feels right.
Feels right. 20-foot cube. Affected ground becomes difficult terrain.
Let's see,
I'm
choose a-
gonna allow it.
Yeah, a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point. Each
Okay,
creature in
so-
that area makes a dex save.
Okay. Cube. 20 foot. Yeah, you can do that. So are you guys all at the door that he climbed over? I'm assuming.
Well, didn't he tell us to give it
specifically
15?
told us to stay back, yeah.
Okay, it's a very narrow passage. What's the marching order? Because now it does
One
matter.
with the shield is in the front.
The one,
Huh?
the one with the shield is in the front.
Oh,
Is she deaf already? After this?
What?
Boom!
The earth hasn't even erupted yet.
Yes, I'm blocking from the front.
Okay, who's after Alaric?
I would, because I can reach over his shield and stab stuff still.
Okay. And I'll crowd you guys in as close as I
Maybe
can.
towards the back because range.
Okay. Silver and Kaylee, where do you want to go?
In the middle.
All right.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Protect the squish.
Same for Kaylee.
Okay. So I'll go Silver and then Kaylee.
Silver and gold.
Okay. And Kaylee. All right. I'll bring you guys all back over. So you're going to drop off the ceiling. That whole entire area is going to be difficult terrain, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, each 5-foot square portion of. No, hold on. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared away.
Okay. So, that's that. And then I need everyone to roll initiative.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I will take a natural 20 on initiative.
You can use it.
Yep.
Oh no.
I, on the other hand, will take a 5. Because
Girl.
I need some time to think.
I see your 5 and raise you a 1.
That's not math, but I enjoy it. Enjoy your gusto.
Is
It's
everyone ready?
Moxie, my man.
We move as a unit.
Okay, so for Niesa, she gets a +4 to her initiative.
What's that about being a unit? Hey!
So Nessa's now at a 5.
Yes.
I see
So
your 5.
ahead of the baddies.
Well, no, see, you don't know when this is going off. So you're not surprised.
Uh-huh.
Fine. You don't get the +5, you just aren't surprised.
You guys are all waiting for something.
Wait, so Nessa does not get the +5 then.
Oh. Well, then
She's just
what?
not surprised.
you're just not
She's-
surprised.
Which was she was surprised anyway?
Wait, we all would have been surprised?
You don't know when this is going to happen. Corn's inside the room, drops
That's
out of
true.
spider form, and drops Earth Shatter. So you guys don't know.
But does it count like that we knew that he was going to do that? Because like he said, like when the wall comes down, then come in, basically.
Alex trying to roll a persuasion roll on the DM here.
I support this. May I
I
assist?
do too.
Okay, fine. You guys can go ahead and do that. I will.
Then Yessa is at a 5.
Yay!
Alex still goes first because he's got a natural 5.
No.
I got an
And
assistant
also
five.
my dex
oh,
is 0 and hers is -1.
It is.
True.
What do you want to do before this happens? On your ambuscade turn, because I know that's...
Oh, it's not open before my ambuscade?
Well, so Corrin's going, and that's the start of combat. Technically, we're getting into weird territory, because technically ambuscade goes before that happens. So that's why I was saying this is technically a surprise round, because even though you're expecting something to happen, you don't know that something's happening. You don't know exactly when it's going to happen. That's what I was trying to say.
That makes sense.
I'm still confused, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I can't do anything then. My ambuscade's
Yeah.
wasted, so that's it. And then
Okay.
for my turn, there's nothing still.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what I was trying to get at, is that if when Corrin does this, it would be the surprise round. And then you guys would go and your turn would be next, but you'd be at the back.
I know, but then you just said that because we would be expecting it, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Exactly. So if it's not a surprise, this drops. Here's how we're going to do it. Corrin drops the thing. Do they take damage when they're caught in that?
Yes, 3d12 bludgeoning, which they need to make a dex save.
And one of them is surprised, so I have to get off that thing. So one of them is surprised, so he doesn't get. I think he rolls at disadvantage, or she rather. Dex save 1
So
and at disadvantage. That's how I'm running it right now. Doesn't matter either way. And this one makes a dex save as well.
I'm
Doesn't
confused about where the spell's being targeted, because I was using it to bring down the wall so the rest
So
of the party
you're
could come
looking
in.
at something like 20-foot cube. Oh, that's the wrong. 20-foot cube can, go and do that. So
Okay.
or is it just 20 foot in general?
No, it's a 20-foot cube
So 20 foot.
centered on a point.
Yeah, you'd be pressed to get it. So if you center it on you, you'd only be able to go. You wouldn't even be able to do that because that would be 20 feet there, because it's only 20 feet across.
Yeah.
In any case, it doesn't necessarily matter like what if they take damage, because I guess they don't. But like, could you paint out which area gets
Yeah. So just draw
difficult
it
terrain?
draw it a 4x4 cube and then
Mhm.
put it where you want.
Yep.
So the ones behind you we're working with.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that to bring down basically all those walls there.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So you do this shatter. You drop down in from the roof to this. As you do, I need everyone to make a athletics check.
Athletics check.
Including me?
Yep, because you're in the water now.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's okay.
Skyla.
Skylar has a +4 in athletics. Better roll.
I know, but so does half these people here.
I don't.
I have a +7.
Big fat.
I got an
zero.
unnatural one, guys. Unnatural one. That's exciting.
Unnatural one. Okay, so Alaric and Skyla. Alaric, shield up. This wall comes crushing down, and you see this wall of water just smack into you. Shield up. Brace yourself up against the wall behind you. It just rushes over you, and you manage to stand your ground. Skyla, you whip out your war pick at the last second, hook into the side of the wall as this water comes rushing past you, kind of knocking you up against the side, but you manage to stand your ground. Corrin, Nessa, Silver, and Kaylee are knocked back 20 feet and are prone.
All right, Alec, we'll move as a unit.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, let's go.
And 20, 20,
Oh, jeez.
and roughly about there because you'd be about where Skylar actually probably end up there. And you three are prone, and as is Corin. Now it's Skylar's turn. As the water rushes past you, this whole entire cavern fills up. It's about
You're
at knee
muted.
height right now. I'm
We could
muted?
do that.
Yeah, you were, but
I think
we-
I was unmuted, so it was messing with it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So the water rushes past you, and it floods in the cave. As it kind of settles down, it almost rushes out instantly. You're standing in about like knee-high water right now. You see Alaric kind of just lowering his shield down and getting ready to rush in. What do you want to do?
Ooh. Rushing in, I can't see any of that.
Well, you're here.
I know. I can see Alaric, but I don't see a hole in the wall, so I don't know if...
The hole is here. This is where you guys were waiting. This is where the water rushed out of.
I know, but as far as where Skyla is, would she see the hole in the wall?
You guys were up there investigating it, so you saw all the water come out of here as the stone kind of like crumbled around. And this whole area is glowing up here, so you'd be able to see that.
Alright, then... Can I see? I can see now. Wait, that's all difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's difficult terrain.
Well, guys, I don't see anything in this room, so I guess we could just leave.
Hit it.
I would say they're in there. It's ugly. Try not to look at it.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, that's all I can do for this turn.
Okay, that'll bring us to Corin, who is prone.
Yep. I'm just looking at my beast shape options because there are some cool options. Because water.
Nice.
Would it be? Oh, I saw killer whale, but it's a challenge rating 3.
Dang it. Can you imagine this orca? It's like, rawr!
That could happen.
Yeah. And that's a challenge rating 5. Let's see. Challenge rating 1. 1/8. I have an idea. I'm just looking to see. Okay. Nope. That's challenge rating 5. Okay. That versus
And this isn't concentration, right?
erupting earth. No, it just happens.
Okay.
Okay. Would it? Is there enough water for me to turn into a reef shark?
So it's a reef shark.
It's a medium
Reef
beast.
It,
Hmm?
I would say because the water at this point is about knee high.
Okay.
Moving at like half speed. It'd be
Okay.
like all of it was difficult terrain
All right.
for you.
Then rather than that, I will turn into a crocodile.
All right.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
All right. Let me see if I can find you a crocodile. I don't have a crocodile sheet. I don't think so. You're gonna have to
Neither
wing
do
it.
I. Yeah.
The SRD has them, not that I know that.
Let's see.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
me
no.
close corn sheet just to make sure it doesn't mess things up.
Oh look, they even have one inside of the. And it's what, a large or a medium?
Medium, or no, large.
Yeah. Okay. Look, it's like it's even swimming. See?
Aw.
It's a little squish because it has to fit in the large.
It looks like a long lily pad.
I also
like, it looks
can't
like a frond.
control it.
No, not
Oh,
yet.
there it is.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just wing it.
He's got little leggies underneath.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me give it to Corin.
Oh, he's so cute.
No, wait. What am I doing? I want to do controlled by Corin. There we go. Save.
There
And-
we go.
So
And it
basically, where the head's
has-
sticking out is your large area.
Yep.
And then just plug in the health of whatever it is,
Yep.
and you're good to go. All right.
Okay.
Okay,
Let
so
me.
you shape as an action.
Yep. Okay, there are my hit points there. And then I will have
And
it
it
go.
halves your movement.
Hmm.
It halves your movement. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 20 feet, but swimming 30 feet.
Okay, so you still have 15.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. I'm going to try and go around this way so that I don't see the thing that nearly petrified me
Okay.
and just start heading this way.
All right, that'll bring us to Kaylee, who is currently prone.
That's me.
Yep.
All right. So half movement to get up, and then 5.
Go all the way back.
You're muted.
Sorry.
I don't know how far she can tumble. Tumble, is it 60 feet?
She
Should be.
as a
It's-
bonus action, it doubles her movement.
Okay. Let me just.
So she can move 45 feet, and then if she dashes, she can move another 30. So she'd have 75.
Okay.
It would take her whole turn.
Yeah. So 5. Swish past Nessa. 5. 45. 55. So that's it. Alright. That's it.
Okay. That brings us to Silver, who is also prone, out in the hallway.
Getting up. Who's by? Nobody's by me anymore.
Nessa's right here.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Bless as soon as I get within range of 3 people. One of them's Nessa, because she's next to me. That's easy. 30-foot range. So, based on what I can see, I think Alaric and Skyla are within 30 feet. They're pretty much all I can see at this point in my narrow field of view.
Yeah, you can see them.
Those 3. Skyla, Alaric, Nessa. Bless. Ba-bam.
Thank you.
I just yelled woo, but I was muted. So
Woo! And I'm gonna stay I'm gonna stay behind everyone, but in the back. So.
What icon do you want to use, guys?
All right, sounds good.
The grenade?
Sure, why not?
The holy hand grenade.
I was gonna
Holy
use the
grenade.
wings and the halo.
Alright, I'm gonna use a grenade.
I'm going to use.
The minigun though?
The lock. I don't know.
We're all using different things. Okay,
Well,
I'll
I'll
use.
All
'Cause
right.
she's got me locked down.
Oh god, that girl.
Oh, already? Okay.
Oh, not yet.
She walked
I work
onto the
quickly.
screen.
Okay, so you're not moving anymore, though, Silver. You're just standing up and staying there.
I mean, if I can get behind, like, I'm 10 feet towards the group, but I'll stay kind of in the back. So.
Yeah. All right, you
That's
can get
fine.
up there. That'll bring us to Alaric.
All right. Well, I'm going to see up. So 5 feet, 15 feet,
Yep.
25 feet, 30 feet, and I still don't see anybody. So, yeah, I guess no, they're already blessed, and blessed probably doesn't stack. So,
Do you have guidance? Guidance might stack.
I do not.
Oh. I don't either.
Oh, that might be good. No, it won't be good. It'll suck. I'll just take a dodge action then.
Okay. Dodge action. Gotcha. All right, so that'll bring us to Nessa.
Okay, cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What do I see? Nothing.
Crumbled wall. You are also prone, so you can only move 15.
Okay. Boop. What's it there or the other one?
That's
This
fine.
one?
One more.
It's all
This
right.
one?
But you
Cool.
can dash with your little gimp leg.
My gimpy leg. How do you know about my
That old
gimpy leg?
That old big leg.
Good old.
There you go.
Nah.
You're not gonna dash?
I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
For 15. Wait. For 5,
You
20.
can dash for the full 30, but this whole green area is difficult terrain.
Right. So 10. And now. 20.
Mm-hmm. You have 2 more squares, essentially.
Wait, I can move through Kaylee, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can only move 2 squares, but yeah, you could move through Kaylee.
Well, boop boop. I can almost see a thing. I can sort of see a thing. I already used my action.
Sounds like good news.
Is it though?
Nope. I
Nope.
will say that for future F, never mind. We'll keep going.
What? For future F, what?
Stick close to me if you can. Within 10 feet. But you're good. You're fine.
I mean, that would have been smart.
It's all fine.
Kaylee's
It's
in my
good.
way.
It's good. It's good.
Yep, cool.
This creature here, with all of its legs, is going to move 5 and 15
Okay.
to here. And as you guys do stuff, hold on a sec. Where is it? Yeah, I'm just double checking something here.
I did have a bonus action.
What'd you want to do?
I was gonna cast Halo on it.
On what?
On the beastie I could see.
Could you see it?
Yeah, I could see a little tiny bit of it.
Let me see here. Because you might just be seeing through the wall here. I guess you might be able to see.
Want me
Alright.
to draw with the portion that I can see? Because I can.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead and cast Halo. I'll let
Okay.
Woo!
Aw. Well,
Okay,
doesn't matter, I
so-
haven't hit it yet anyway.
one bonus action. You place, it just happens, right? It doesn't get a
Yep.
save or anything?
Oh, damn. Okay.
It had
How does this
it was an attack.
Well, it's like Hex. I don't know. I copied and pasted it.
Yeah.
Does it
You
hit?
also
I don't
have
know.
it listed as a 3rd level.
Well, yeah, all of my spells have to be listed.
Right,
though, because
right.
they are third level.
Yep. That
Hold on,
doesn't-
I'm checking.
It doesn't do extra damage for being a 3rd level?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
And plus, I haven't hit it yet, so. It's just that at 3rd or 4th level, I can maintain my concentration for up to 8 hours. So that's nice.
Oh, that's extra damage when you hit it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't take that damage right now.
It,
But
Okay,
you
that's
can
right,
give it
that's right,
disadvantage
that's right.
on an
I don't
ability.
remember how Hex works.
let's see.
What ability?
Strength. I mean, strength is the only one that you should do because the only checks that they ever really make in combat.
If we can prone it underwater where it can't look at us.
Crocodiles can do a thing that
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would like to disadvantage its strength.
Okay, so it has Halo on it, and I'm sure there's here's a Halo. Okay. Alright, so now it's its turn. 5,
Yeah.
10, yeah, we'll go here. 15. We'll do something like that. And as it kind of moves into place, you see it's like 6 legs moving and these dark kind of glowing green eyes that kind of just fix its gaze upon each of you, spikes kind of sticking off the top of it. And you almost feel yourself compelled to look at it.
No!
That
Nessa, no!
go to this creature.
It's okay.
And so the next creature.
I believe I can fly.
Oh yes. Okay, so this creature is going to come around this way. 1, 2. As it comes around the corner, you are almost overwhelmed by this, like the nauseating nature of this thing. Alaric, you're like having trouble concentrating. You feel your spells starting to slip away. Corin, you're almost having difficulty maintaining your beast form, just like being in the presence of this creature. And let's see, just double checking stuff here. Yeah, okay. Here we go. And as it comes around the corner, it goes, "No, you're ruining it all!" And it has that kind of deep kind of voice.
Rubbly.
Oh, 10-foot radius.
Oh, you gotta be like that. Don't do that.
It's going to
boy.
cast Shatter.
Ah!
Great.
On Kaylee. So 10-foot radius. So Skyla, Kaylee, Nessa, and Corin, the back end of you.
Come on, girl.
Just
Kaylee,
alligator bite.
Alaric, and Corin get a +2.
Okay.
Oh, just because I want to.
Mine's already
Yay.
included in my sheet, plus my bless. But
No,
yeah.
Nessa doesn't get a +2.
I do from Bless.
Nessa
Oh,
does.
from
No.
Bless. Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
you do from Bless. So,
Oh,
Skylar, you
Skylar
actually
has
get another
Bless.
+2, but it doesn't matter. So Skyla, you have Bless, but you can't even roll high enough anyway. So you're gonna take 10 thunder damage. Everyone else is gonna take 5 thunder damage.
Ouch.
Even Kaylee? Kaylee got 5.
Kaylee did?
Kaylee's
I didn't see that.
okay.
Yeah. So Kaylee also takes 10.
I misread that one. Okay, so you guys take that as this loud kind of ringing, shattering sound. You see some of the stone in the walls crack. Your weapons in your hand almost vibrating out of your grip for a second. And you're looking at this like disgusting kind of squat creature. Who's maintaining concentration on anything? Nothing. That's Silver.
No less silver.
My
Okay.
halo is.
And yeah, your halo. That's true.
So your halo, and let me read this really quick.
Shoot.
I know, shoot.
Blessy.
Oh, yeah,
Bless
that's
you.
right. Bless me.
No,
Shoot. What the heck was that?
you're rolling at disadvantage.
Why?
Because you're within 40 feet of this creature's nauseating aura.
You're right.
But still,
10?
that should be match it, right?
I think that does match it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10, yeah. So
Exactly 10.
exactly what you did.
Oh boy!
All right.
Thank you, Silver.
That's
Thank
that
you.
creature's turn. Skyla.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on a sec. Let me see. Skyla,
What?
you're within 30 feet.
Yes.
So, on a success, on a failure, a creature that isn't surprised can choose to avert their gaze. As you see this creature beginning to look at you, you almost feel yourself forced to stare at this squat creature in front of you. And you kind of like, it's this almost overwhelming, compelling sense.
I did warn you not to look at it.
You were warned not to look at it. Do you want to stare at the creature, or do you want to avert your gaze, which will make it difficult to aim and hit things?
I am going to avert my gaze.
Okay, so you managed to...
But I'm going to.
You take your friendship bracelet and wrap it around your eyes.
Yeah.
Just like, but I'm going to call upon Fox
Yes, folks!
to, like, go next to it, I guess.
Okay, let me see here. Skyla... Fox. Just drag him. Yeah. Can you control him? You're muted.
Hello, Frond. Anti-Frond.
It's been a while, Foxy.
So if Skyla, if I try to, like, hit it, it's at disadvantage, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to hit it twice through Nessa and Kaylee. Oh. We don't have to talk about that.
What's going on with this sheet? Okay,
So,
13 and 14.
13
well,
and 14?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, oh, is
yeah,
that
with
from
bless.
Yep.
From Bless.
Okay, so you rolled a 13 and
A
a
14.
14. As you pull back, averting your gaze, and you let these arrows go, all you hear is the sound of them hitting against stone.
Okay, and then Fox is going to take a bite and a claw.
Okay, is Fox averting his gaze?
No.
Okay, so Fox, starting his turn, needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's a check.
Yep, saving throw.
Yes, Fox!
It's like I am from the spirit world.
I
It's
need.
like, I'm like invisible. You can't. Nothing happens.
If I was invisible.
Wow.
I'm not
that's a
sure
real song.
if it. Okay, so it's not specifically laid out, but I'm not sure if. I mean, Fox is a spirit animal, so I don't know. I would assume it'd be immune to petrification.
I would think so.
But it's.
I mean, we all
says
saw
all it says is use the brown bear stats.
Well,
Yeah.
we remember Nearly Headless Ned. What happened to him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he freezes in place.
He
That's
wasn't
real
That's
turned.
Harry
science.
Potter and not D&D.
He wasn't turned to stone, but he was stunned.
I'm
It's real
gonna-
science, man.
I'm gonna say for now. Let me just check this.
I mean, he passed his con save, so either way, it doesn't matter for this round.
Okay, so the specters, which are just basically ghosts,
Mhm.
are immune to being paralyzed and petrified. So I'm gonna give Fox the same immunity for now.
Okay.
So he bites and he claws, and he does considerable damage to this thing.
Consider the damage.
Right
You're eating.
8, 24,
Imagine dragons.
10, 16.
Imagine them.
Imagine them, if you will. Dragons.
All right. So you see this creature, Fox kind of swipes down on it, and a couple of the spines break off its back, and it howls out in pain as this kind of like greenish, blackish blood spills into the water. All right, Corin.
All right. Seeing this disgusting creature in front of me, of course, my instinct is to go and put it in my mouth. So I'm gonna
Jump.
run up to it and try to bite it.
Oh wait, hold on a sec.
Mhm.
First, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
+2. And that's a check.
Whoops,
not a-
sorry.
Make it.
I mean, it's the
Oh.
same modifier.
So you're fine. You made the save. As you're like rushing up towards this thing, you just feel this kind of like sense of just overwhelming nauseation as you get closer and closer to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Alright.
so then I tried to bite it with a 15 versus AC.
As you go to chomp down, the creature, although it's squat and kind of fat, nimbly jumps back out of the way with almost like surprising
Okay.
speed.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be a mean old crocodile in its face.
Okay. Sounds good. That'll bring us to Kaylee.
Kaylee!
Is Kaylee going to avert her gaze?
It's games.
Rude.
Rude.
I mean, if she's looking down, like, towards its feet, is that averting her gaze? Does she need to not look directly in its eyes?
So mechanically, if you avert your gaze, you're attacking at disadvantage. You're essentially blinding yourself.
Well, because I'm not going to technically attack, I just...
Generally,
Okay,
you know where it is.
What? Yeah, she needs to know where it is.
To pinpoint things, if you're talking about like spells and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yes. As long as you're not looking at it,
Okay, so she's going to avert her gaze,
you're not making an attack roll. Let's put it that way.
and she's going to put a mirror in front of its face.
Ooh.
Okay.
I feel like Champs will be real proud of me right now.
She would be very proud.
Mhm.
Like, she's wherever she's like, whoa.
I'm pretty proud.
She'd be like, something big just happened, and I'm like beaming with pride. Something happened. And then it says 4 square feet, so I'm assuming I could go 4 by 4, right in front of its face.
Mm-hmm.
Look into your own eyes.
Ghost Rider voice. Look into my eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
Seriously, so smart.
Okay, so they are immune to their own gaze.
Ah!
Aww,
Because,
that makes
and I'll
sense.
tell you why. Because it specifically says that when they eat things that are made of stone, that they've turned to stone, their own body, like fluids, revert it back so that it can be consumed.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, you get hatched, you're like, ma! And then you get turned into stone.
So,
Oh, my little baby pebbles.
however, it is now obstructed. It can't actually see. It's a what? How big did you want it?
4 by 4.
Okay, so we'll just give it a 5 foot. So it's there, is what you're
Ah!
essentially doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Still,
you're putting it right.
worth the attempt. 100%.
Well, but you can no longer see its eyes, so
Awesome. Good move.
so it was a good move.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's up in front of it, and is that all she's doing, or
I think that's an action.
and it's concentration as well, I believe.
It does not say that.
It should be because you have to hold it there.
Oops.
That's a special spell, but it should
Yeah.
be concentration. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Silver, chilling outside the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I'm gonna move up because I can't see anything.
Come on, girl. Come on in. The water's great.
Yeah, right? Oh, hey.
What's up?
1, 2, how many did I move? 5, 10, 15, 20. That seems fine. I can see more things now. I'm gonna hold my action until somebody looks hurt.
Okay. Glancing around, you see that out of the group, Skyla's probably the one that's bleeding at the ears the most.
Are you dying? Are you in big trouble, Skylar? Are you okay?
I mean, I'm like,
Halfway or more?
I'm about half.
I could use some topping off.
Are you the one that's right next to me?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
ruins them. Easy peasy.
Literally, like blood kind of trickling out the ear.
Yeah.
Because of the shatter spell.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Ooh. Here you go.
Yes.
Boom.
Girl.
And I take a bow and I mute myself again. That's all. That's all I do.
You're welcome.
All right. That'll bring us to Alric.
All right.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Definitely.
Oh.
Boy.
You're fine.
But even with even with like the 8, it's still with bless. I might still have passed it with a 1.
No. Unless you can roll a 6.
Oh, okay. Well, check it. All right.
From your own aura?
So I'm going to bonus action, channel divinity, blinding intervention into his face with a burst of light that he has to do a con save or be blinded.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. So, Constitution save?
Yep.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah,
So
boy.
I will get advantage on these attacks.
That's actually really good for various reasons that we don't have to talk about.
So go, and I have blessed if this is low, but yeah, I know that's low. Oh yeah, 15, and then one more, and
Okay. 16 and okay. So as you swing with the first one, the creature reeling back from this pain of being blinded and screaming in that kind of like guttural voice, you just managed to miss. As it's kind of disoriented, you come back around with the second strike.
and do a second level divine smite
Okay.
on his butt.
Okay. So, all right. So as you light up your blade and as it strikes, you see this flash. There's a lot of resistance as you strike down with the blade, but as the blade lights up with this magical energy, it kind of cuts a little bit smoother. So,
Woo!
13, oh. All right. There you go. And you do see this kind of like ichorish blood starting to pour out of this thing as it starts screaming and howling in several different languages you don't understand.
And I don't want to.
None of us understand any of the languages.
Is it speaking crocodile?
That's all I got.
Actually, Silver understands one of the languages it starts speaking in.
Do I?
Yes. This kind of fiery, crackling series of curses comes out.
My people.
Yeah, but there are also several other languages that you don't understand.
Are any of I might actually are any of them celestial, draconic, or undercommon?
Nope.
Okay.
And we've already determined no one speaks Sylvan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You do hear a couple curse words in common. You do hear it in that crackling
Oh,
noise.
jeez.
You hear one kind of like deep, echoing, kind of otherworldly sort of voice that you don't like. It almost is kind of unnerving to just hear. And then one in Alex, you hear one in something that sounds familiar to Orcish,
Alex?
but not. Or sorry, Corin. familiar to Orcish, but kind of like the Sylvan to Elvish thing. You understand that it's of that same thing, but it's not exactly the same. I
Is it
guess.
Gobo?
Yeah, it's Gobo. Okay. So that's Alaric's turn, and that would bring us to Niesa.
Okay, well, I was gonna go, but. Okay, so. I'm going to boop forward. Rather, by boop, I mean schlep through the stones. And then I'm going to stab this thing. I'm going to reach over the mirror and stab it.
Are you averting your gaze?
Well, can I not see it because the mirror's in the way?
It's like a big mirror, though.
It's 4 foot, so she would be able to reach over.
All right. Well, if you want to take cover behind it and stab at it, you're still behind the mirror.
That's true. I still can't see it.
True.
Could do like a sweeping motion. I know it's over there somewhere. But yeah, I can attack it.
Advantage. That's exactly what you can do. All right.
Oh.
Please.
Yep.
I don't think it matters, but
I don't either.
yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Sweep it across. You don't hit anything.
Oh.
You wasted your 4.
An effort was made. And then I'm going to try again with the butt side. Whee!
Natural 20. Okay.
With the blaze.
Trying.
With the blaze.
Bless.
Guide me with your face.
With the penny.
Just barely hits.
Yes,
And
girl.
don't forget your halo damage.
Oh, you're right.
Girl.
Boy, when you're right, you're right.
Your polearm's magical, right?
Show is.
Okay. So as you reach over and you swish with one way and you hear it kind of splash, you get a better feel for where it is, and you bring the butt end down and you hear this sickening crunch as you deal 13 damage to it.
Woohoo!
13 damage.
All right. As it lets out this scream of pain.
And then I'm gonna. I wanted to back up.
You're in difficult. Well, you would be. Up
I know. I could still move though.
Technically, you'd be
I
here,
can still move.
But my reach is 10 feet, so I could
but
be
there's
here.
a mirror in the way.
You're right. You're right. Cool. I'm gonna back up here again then. Boop, after I attack.
Okay.
Well.
All right. Now it's gonna be this creature's turn. Gonna move over this way, and is gonna bite at Fox.
Rude.
Ooh.
Miss.
Okay. That's its turn. But
Do
Fox,
I? I
Fox
mean,
is see-through, isn't he?
yes. So I was going to ask. So technically, he entered my range for an attack of opportunity. Can I do that?
At disadvantage if you're averting your gaze.
Sure am. But I'll
Alright.
I'll take a chance. I just clicked a button for no reason. Here we go.
20.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Does Hex count on reactions too?
Anytime you do damage.
Oh,
Sick.
but you're at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got a 20.
Oh, that's true.
So
But
no,
it's
you
still
still
like-
hit, but
you
you don't
still-
get the crit.
Yeah.
You don't,
Right.
That's right.
So you oh,
So-
Lots of 9s.
if only
So,
you weren't at disadvantage.
dang, yes. I know, that would have been sick. If it
Oh,
still
oh,
was sick, actually.
sorry. I was
Yes.
gonna say if you weren't at disadvantage and that was a crit, I think it doubles radiant damage too, but it doesn't.
That would have been nice. Good to know for next time.
So you kind of hear it shift over, and still keeping your gaze averted, just watching the ripples and stuff. You bring the glaive back around for one last strike, and swinging through Fox nearly, managed
off
to
his head.
cleave a giant gash, judging by the amount of blood that rolls out.
I've done spearfishing.
Now it's this one's turn, and since it's blinded, and it can't cast any of its spells that require it to see where it's looking,
High five, Ellery. Oh, wait,
and it can't use any of its
Other way,
nice.
Ryan.
I was patting Steph on the head for the mirror,
Yeah.
but this is for Ness.
Hey,
It's gonna swing, lash out at Alaric for 2 claw attacks.
ooh.
At disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I think I can just click this button, see if this thing works. Yep, disadvantage 1.
What's the red dot?
Doesn't hit.
That's the disadvantage.
Ah, fancy.
Actually, no, it does hit. It does hit. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you roll your Constitution check
Yeah.
What's your AC?
at disadvantage?
Okay, 1 second. Just flip back over here.
Alec, what is your AC?
Natural 20. Yep, that makes it.
Boy!
My AC is exactly 19. I was thinking that I had Shield of Faith for some reason. And so yeah, they both hit.
Okay, I need another Constitution save at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
actually, the
I
first
got down, so
But the first one was at disadvantage too, wasn't it?
yeah, but so I had a 17 on the first one. Does that not pass?
But you said you went down anyways.
Well, on the second one I do, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So you went down on the second one, so that drops. Yeah,
What drops?
your concentration check. It's no longer blinded?
I
It's
don't.
not a concentration.
Oh, it's not a concentration.
No.
Oh, okay. Good. All
But
right.
he does get to do a save at the end of his each of his turns.
Oh, okay. So but it's not concentration. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, so what's the save? The con save?
It was 13.
Alright. Makes it no longer blinded. Okay, so Alaric falling to the ground at its feet, it shakes off this kind of like dazzling lights that are in its eyes, and its eyes clear up, kind of turns its gaze towards you, Corin. A little unsettling as it does so. And that will bring us to Skyla.
Okay, Skyla is going to keep averting her gaze and shoot twice.
Okay.
Girl.
Jeez.
Girl. Girl. That's
Okay.
So that first one would be 15.
Okay, so the first one, as you pull back and let loose, it catches the creature right in the eye. You hear this kind of death squeal as it thrashes about and slams down to the ground.
Yes!
Did you want to unleash the second arrow at it to be sure? Or are you going to turn that?
I'm gonna turn that to the other yucky guy. So 26 plus 3, 29.
All magical, right?
Yeah? Wait. Is my bow magical?
Yeah, it's a magic bow that increases accuracy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
7 plus 14. So how much? 29?
It's, the roll is 29.
Okay.
That's really
No,
crazy.
the damage.
Oh no, the damage is 7 plus 14
Plus 2?
plus 2.
Wait, what?
9, 23.
Why would you get +2?
From the...
From Bless.
Bless doesn't
Bless
add
doesn't
damage.
do damage.
What?
Bless is only attack roll.
That's
And
left
saving
over from when
throws.
you added for Crusader's Mantle.
Oh!
Oh, well, then it's still fine anyways, because...
21
14
damage.
plus 7.
Yeah, the 5 would have dropped it anyway, so you're fine. So 14 plus 7 is 20 what? 21?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, it's getting late.
This guy.
Okay, so as you let this loose, you see this kind of squat, fat creature that drops Alaric and turns its gaze towards the crocodile in front of it, and you let this arrow fly, and it catches it right in the neck, and you see this kind of black blood start pouring out of it. It starts
Oh no,
coughing,
not the
hacking.
water.
And did you want to do anything else?
Yes. So... Sorry, I forgot how far... 40.
Wait, what's not dead? What are you guys talking about?
Alaric's
This
not
guy's
dead.
No, this thing. The
No,
guy.
not dead.
He's not dead.
No.
That's what I just shot, right?
Alaric is down though.
Yeah.
What?
He's down. He's not
He's
dead.
down.
No. I know. I get that.
He's
Um,
I
unconscious.
just didn't know this until like 5 seconds ago.
20, 30. I can't really help him. So
It's okay, baby. I got him.
Well, I mean, I could have helped, but oh well.
I can't see because I don't have vision through Fox.
No. Do you want to just come up around him?
Yeah,
Wait.
because he has. I can't see as Fox, so I can't see over the pillar in the middle. So I don't know where to move Fox.
How's that?
Thank you. So that's 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And let's see. Oh, it didn't. Okay, you're fine. Go ahead.
All right. And he's gonna bite and claw. What?
Well, how'd that happen?
I don't even
It
know.
just worked.
I know. I tried to do something. I tried to add something because I didn't have it in here before, and I think because I put 1 or plus, it effed it. Let me try.
It's a
Fox pulls a Bellin.
17 and a 17. It says. Well, yeah, they hit. So, and his claws are not magical, right? Or are they?
I don't think any of it is magical.
I thought he was
He's
magical.
a spirit ferret.
We've rolled in the past that he was magical.
Okay, so 10 and 13. So. And alright, so as Fox comes barreling around the corner, dropping into this with the claws and then taking a big bite out of it, the creature, surprisingly resilient towards most of these attacks, is just looking more and more angry at this point.
Still not dead?
Not
Butthole.
close. Is that your turn?
Um. It's not. If I.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Skylar?
I want to give Alaric temporary hit points, but I don't know if that'll help him.
Temporary hit points don't help him.
Okay, then I'm done.
I mean, it would give him a shield, so if he took more damage, those would have to go away first, but if it won't heal
It
him.
also doesn't. It's not going to take. It's not going to stop 30 points of damage.
No. Alright, Corin, your turn.
Okay. Seeing Alaric go down, I'm going to bonus action pop back to my dwarfiness right in front of the dude.
Oh, and I need you to make a DC or a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. But so popping back in as Corin.
Okay. Yep, I'll do that. I'm just gonna delete this.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give you your sight back.
Cool.
Alright.
And then I'm going to... I wish I could just duplicate the green square, but I will just make a new one.
You can copy it. Where do you want it?
Basically, so that he is the only one in the area, and I'm going to Erupting Earth solely on him.
Alright. Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
12. Does not make it. Okay, so it's just difficult terrain and takes 19 bludgeoning.
Yeah, just difficult terrain, nothing about him becoming prone, but so 19 bludgeoning.
Okay, so as the ground kind of cracks open, the water sloshing around and the rock starting to jut up and around, it's difficult terrain, and you can see it probably took a little damage to the knees there.
Mm-hmm. And that is my turn.
Okay, that'll bring us to Kaylee.
And I would shout out, Alaric's down!
Yep. Kaylee, what do you want to do?
Kaylee literally has nothing to help with that, so.
Did she get rid of healing word?
Okay. Is the square that erupting Earth is in? Is that 30 feet?
It's 20-foot cubes.
20 foot. Okay. So that same cube, but extending out more away. So a 30-foot cube. I'm gonna do this.
Hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Charmed. So we're aware. Charm. It just increases the like how much it likes you. And if you guys are already fighting it, it doesn't really do all that much.
Okay, well then forget it. I don't know what most of these spells do, so this is difficult. I guess.
Okay, so it says a charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer has advantage
I
on.
can read it. Just.
Well,
That's not a bad idea. If she did that and just stood around all of us, or stood between all of us, he couldn't use AoEs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as someone damages him, the charm goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So never mind that.
Probably charm spells. They don't persist very long.
Kaylee, how do you do anything? I guess I'll just vicious mockery him.
That's what she does. Wisdom saving throw.
It's really good because when he does 30 damage and attack and has disadvantage in JK, he'll be just fine.
Alright, so apparently the words have no effect on a creature already as low in life as this one.
I can't bring my self-esteem any lower.
He's a stinky boy.
What do you want to do?
Silver.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not down. I have 4 hit points. I thought I was negative, but
That's
I
what I
have
was gonna say. I was like, I looked at the ticker on Twitch and I was like, there's a little red bar, but I guess that means 0.
I thought maybe it had like ticked over because I've seen it do that sometimes. But
Well, hold on. Let me see the.
yeah,
Okay, hold on.
it looks like you have 4.
I had 60. How many do the math? One of them was 28. One was 32. That should knock me down, right?
That's
maybe
60.
Maybe I just didn't put in one of the damages. Never mind. Ignore me. Sorry. Continue.
It's cool. I was gonna do the same thing regardless.
Silver.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Alaric and also Death Word on Alaric.
Okay. Don't do that. Alright.
Boop. And boop.
Okay.
Heroes
There you
never
go.
die.
So Death Ward is a touch spell.
Is it? Damn it.
That's okay. I don't need that death boy. That's fine.
I got 5 hit points, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm rocking and rolling.
Nah, man, drive it like you stole it. Do we do diagonals? Her diagonal's cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can
green-
get right behind you.
The green square is difficult terrain.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's mostly your own teammates, though.
Yeah, that's
didn't-
not bad.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Hey,
I
let us in.
don't need death ward.
Okay, I'm gonna
fine.
hold action then, because that was just a bonus action, so I'm just gonna hold action, so.
Cool.
Alright.
Thank you.
Wait, didn't you hold your action like last turn for if someone got hurt?
No, then she ended up healing Skylar.
JK. I'm listening really well.
Okay. That will
It's
bring
cool.
us
It's
to
cool.
Alaric. And Alaric, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay. So.
Plus.
Oh, yep.
Bliss, bless, blastle sauce.
Yep, you're good.
All right. Thank you, Silver.
What's your deity's name?
Lathander.
Not you.
Severus.
That one.
Yes. Thanks,
Thanks,
Silver.
Severus.
Thanks,
You're the best.
Silver. All right, so I'm gonna smack him twice. Let's see. All right, so before, because I noticed that my blade wasn't doing what I wanted it to be doing, so I'm gonna cast a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
Which is, where is it? I have it. There we go. I cast it twice for some reason.
Magic weapon. Ooh, interesting. That doesn't get used very often.
Nope, it doesn't. Because most people have magic weapons. but I do not. So it'll be this plus bless plus 1, and then so plus 1 damage to that.
Okay.
And a magic damage.
So as
14?
you, so as you light up your blade essentially with this kind of radiant light. It starts to glow from within, and you bring the blade down, and the creature eyes wide in pain and like shock as it gets hit by this blade for another time, but much more painful this time around.
Okay.
Big gash opens up on it, and what now? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna take another smackadoodle. Oh god.
You do have bless, but
I do have best, and it's 11 at the moment. Shoot, that's not gonna do it.
Nope.
All right.
As you swing wide.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. You can use until then. Okay, so we're not gonna even bother with that. All right. So that will bring us to Niessa.
Woo! Alright, I heard Alaric's down! And I'm like, oh! So I'm going to run. I don't know if this will be faster, but we're doing it! 5, 10, 15, where am I? 20. 25. Oh, hello! How about I go right?
You
I
can
stay
go-
right here.
You can go here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right here. What was that, 20?
Yep.
Whatever. I'm gonna, oh crap, I had a whole plan. Bonus action, I'm gonna move Hex onto Mr. Ugly.
Mm-hmm.
By Hex, I mean Halo.
What thing do you want it to be?
Crop strength. I mean, that's the only thing you should do, really.
All right. Halo.
And then I'm going to cast White Flame Blade. And then I'm going to attempt to stab him. Which I probably don't.
Nope.
Even with bliss.
Nope.
Nice.
So that was a fun exercise.
Okay. And then.
That's it.
Okay.
So I light my glaive on fire and then miss spectacularly. I feel really bad.
You come rushing in. You transfer this radiant energy to him. You feel his strength sap away. You light up your blade, and with a big sweeping swing, which he nimbly dodges, you smack down in the water. There's steam hisses off of it. It's kind of glorious looking.
Fail with style. What can I say?
Oh, jeez.
Do it.
And then I'm gonna back up. Right here.
Alaric, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Boy!
Whew. Okay. As the creature turns and looks directly at you, Alaric, its eyes kind of lock in with yours, and you feel your strength start to sap away. And you feel yourself dropping down to one knee, and you shake it off. And you feel fine. You feel fine.
Also plus bliss. No.
It's gonna just attack you.
Oh, jeez.
2 claw attacks at you.
Nope.
I was muted. Shit. I was.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I saw what it was already, but I was gonna say one of them gets a 5.
Okay. Well, it's a multi-attack either way, so.
Yeah, one of them gets a 5.
All right. I would imagine the first one gets a 5.
Sure.
Okay. All right. It misses.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
know
exactly
that
sure how that works.
Me neither.
It just says before the roll, but I was muted and panicking.
Okay. I mean, I would have applied it to the first one, honestly. That if it has to work that way, and the first one missed anyways. So.
You froze, Robert.
Oh, my camera.
Yep.
All right. So Alaric is down.
Ooh!
Now that red bar's definitely negative.
Yeah.
And that will bring us to Skylar. And I'll be right back on.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
Well, my magic weapon's gone.
Ugh.
Oh, bummer.
Alaric, you're down?
You'll. Don't worry about me. Just focus on the dude.
But if he keeps hitting you,
Yeah.
Half the party can heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
I ain't
Okay.
even afraid. I'm a little afraid.
Go ahead. Go.
all right.
Lindsay, you're always afraid.
You're right.
Fox is gonna slaughter him first.
Kill him. Get him.
That first one probably doesn't hit, but I assume you're muted.
It does not.
Okay, but the second one,
The second one definitely hits.
okay.
So as Fox claws crossing, slashing in, minus.
And then Skyla, pew pew. Damn, these rolls though.
So that is 7 plus 9 plus 8.
15,
Jeez.
24.
Yep. So lining up the arrows right out one after the other. This creature looking more like a pincushion every time Skyla looks at it. Blood flowing everywhere, but definitely not down and out just yet.
Rude. All right. I think that's it.
All right. That will bring us to Corn.
Alright. First healing word, Alaric.
Get up again. You're like Mercy resing someone on the point when
Yeah.
everyone's shooting at it.
Heroes never die.
That's not her accent, and by any means.
Okay. And then
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Then I'm going to entangle that guy in basically the same area I did Erupting Earth before.
Okay.
So healing words.
Really like that spell, huh?
Yeah, healing words about us. Entangle is pretty great. Restrained does not get used enough.
No.
Oh, restraining is good for your buddy.
So
Alec.
he needs to make a strength save.
Oh.
Which is Hex gone?
No, it's
but
just not
Hex's
saving
ability
throws,
checks, not saving throws.
Aw.
which is the worst.
You know what though? I think I've accidentally been clicking ability checks for all of these
Mm.
instead of saving throws because of how it's set up on the NPC sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
But anyway, so he is now just wrapped up in vines and restrained. Speed 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and its attack rolls have disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on dex saves.
Okay.
It's just
Sure
like,
would say what?
you're going to stop hurting my friends.
What do you say at that in?
Ooh.
Divine reveal.
I got the kind of almost orcish, so I'm gonna say it in that because that's the most guttural language I know.
You did hear a creature speaking common earlier.
Yeah.
Correctly.
Yeah. No, I'll just say it in common.
Okay. So as you say this in common, it kind of like still thrashing against this, trying to, resist it. Looks at you and says, "You won't keep it from me. I want to be what I was again."
Oh. Sorry.
And kind of lunges towards you but can't move.
Ooh.
It's clearly too late for you.
'Cause you ugly. Yeah.
You mama says you ugly.
I mean, it is Kaylee's turn.
Haley's
Stop. Don't touch me there.
my no spell.
Yep, I've got 2 no squares up on the map.
Yeah.
Muted.
Yep. Alright, I guess some more... Wait.
Oh, I forgot.
You're muted.
I forgot to. Corin, if you could roll a Constitution save.
Yep. Oh.
+2.
And you have advantage as a dwarf versus being poisoned.
Yes.
Okay, you're fine then.
Okay.
Yeah, +2.
Sweet. Okay. Kaylee's
15.
gonna do some other creepy whispers. You're muted.
I'll use the right saving throw this time.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, what is it? It uses its reaction to move as far as
But
its
it
speed
can't
allows,
move.
but it's 0. So, it takes.
Just takes all the damage.
It begins kind of just like screaming in rage as blood begins to pour out of its ears.
Ew.
Ooh. Okay, that's it.
Okay, Silver.
Silver's like,
The forceful unmute.
It was. Well. I can't do a whole lot without touching a person from back here. So, bonus action, healing word, and holding my action again. On Elric.
Alright, Alric. Up and at him.
I'm gonna do second level this time. Boop.
I have a feeling Alaric's just gonna like frost dragon this thing again. Just gonna hit it with everything.
Yeah, how many things are you attuned to, Alec? Because you may benefit from my ring.
0.
You
Really?
may be getting the ring.
Yeah, I'm not attuned to anything. I don't have any. I don't think I have, other than my amulet. I don't think I have any magic items.
That's because Skyla has them all.
oh,
That will bring us to Alaric.
All right, 2 smackadoodles, and for every smack, I'm gonna probably do a divine smack.
Okay.
These
If I
are-
happen to land.
These are
Any
all at
kind of
advantage.
Whoa, cool. Okay. Well,
at least you're consistent.
Okay. And you're doing Divine Smite for these?
yeah.
Okay. His AC is 16. So,
Lord of my. So I got an 18 and a 19.
mm-hmm.
So Divine Smite will do first level for the first one, and we'll do why not first level for this.
How do you want to do this?
Tastefully.
Hey, you walk up and say, "You'll always be beautiful to me," and stab it. No. All right. So as you come across,
You go towards him and you taste him, and then
Ugh.
you stand up for the 3rd time in this fight. Now it's your
I'll say,
ball, and you take 2 big swings.
yeah. Before I do it, I'll be like, "Go on, Nessa, Silver, thank you." And then,
First,
I'll- I'd like to thank all the healing and the blessings that's gone on before that, because right here, could have done it without you all.
you take your blade, and it's magical too, right?
Not anymore, no.
Oh, it's not magical anymore.
No.
Man.
Is
Let me
he
double
still
check.
alive?
Yeah, let me double check this real quick.
Shoot.
Barely.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. So you take your blade, you swing it first one way, and there's this explosion of magical light right at the neck, and you see its head kind of slog off to one side. You swing your blade back around, and with the last cut, you clean it straight off as it lands on the water below you. Kind of this putrid pile of remains starts to dissolve itself. It's pretty disgusting, but you definitely feel a kind of a relief wash over you that you're not around that anymore. And that's it.
Well done. That's clutch support. POTG, Silver, and that bless.
Yeah. Good job, Mercy.
By the way, everyone, Alaric almost died. And
Yeah.
I mean, like, he never got to use it because Alaric blinded him. And then he saved on that last one. So, but there was Alaric was at like, 3 hit points at one point, and there was if this kills you, you just die.
But I need a reason to use res, so one of you can just
Well-
die.
Tale of Valhalla.
So this one is one of those spells where if they die, it rises as something else.
Immediately?
Oh shit.
So,
Like within a round immediately, or like
I mean, I'm just saying, it's just one of those effects that it could have. The things that you fought before were affected by were affected by these
Yeah.
creatures. Alaric almost
Well,
died, is all
good
I'm
thing
saying.
Alaric is a bro with a strong will.
That was close.
Yeah, maybe death word goes on ahead of time next time.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
So, I feel bad for talking you out of that now.
Yeah.
Oh
I was
my
ready
gosh.
to run in there and just be like, all right, we're just gonna try for 2 turns.
Hail Mary.
That was good.
Hail
Okay.
Mary pass.
I'll fly to Reinhardt.
You're muted, Robert.
Am I?
Or,
No.
okay.
Oh, okay. So you guys finish up the fight down there. The cavern is flooding back down. You can see the water beginning to flow back to where it originally came from.
I'm gonna gather up all the little little fairy statues and bodies real quick.
Okay.
And I don't have a bag of holding, but let's just say that I borrowed it for this task. Because I don't want anything bad to happen to him
Okay.
for the time being.
Okay, so
I'm
you
gonna-
guys... go ahead.
I was gonna say we should probably burn the bodies of the basilisk and the troglodyte thing, maybe, just so that they don't.
You'd
You
have
know.
to take them out of there somehow?
Yeah, I just want them to not nastify the water. I don't know.
Okay, so are you guys putting them like in the portable hole or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys take it, you put them in the portable hole.
Is that old lady still in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I took her out and she's at the lighthouse.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You
Okay.
did. Oh, you
Her
put her in her
bed.
You mean
bed.
this isn't just going to be our corpse hole?
Bury her, so we better.
Say that again, Corn.
I really want the portable hole to just become our corpse hole.
Of course.
Whenever we feel bad about it, so we just open up. We're like, look at all those things we killed. Oh,
Just our
here.
dirty shame hole.
Just put them in there. Just,
Yeah.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Alaric almost went in there.
Hey.
Okay, so you guys take a little bit of time, manage to gather this stuff up, put it in the portable hole, make your way back out. Maybe a couple slips and falls, but with the water at the bottom now, it's not as damaging. Eventually get yourselves up out of the thing. Are you guys bringing any water up with you? What are you guys doing?
Frick yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Probably
just...
at least one water skin where could
Mhm.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends. I mean, like if we get if there was like a mass of fairies and pixies that we think would require more than one bag of water, then we could do that. But
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably... Because
depends
we
on how
have...
much they look like they can drink.
Yeah, and we've used healing potions at some point, so we have some empty vials on hand.
But you gather up a little bit of water and bring it up at least. Okay, so as you guys make your way back up to the top, you basically start administering the water. You see Ori kind of sitting like very worriedly a few feet away from the from this like mass of pixies and fairies clawing their way towards the well. As he sees you, he helps you come out, and you guys begin administering the water. Almost immediately, the ones that you give the water to, life returns back to them. They become youthful again. The grotesque boils and the like elongated features and stuff, and the like decrepit wings that the pixies and fairies had begin to revert back to like their beautiful, natural, magical looking selves. The ones that are rejuvenated immediately begin flying down and getting water up and bringing it to the other ones that are there, and basically spreading the wealth around. Lots of thank you, as they're like flying by, and just like so much gratefulness happening. So
Skylar just like looks on bewildered.
yeah, then they begin sitting everywhere, and there are hundreds.
Alaric offers high fives to the fairies as they fly away.
You get,
Don't hurt them.
you get some like little tiny,
Like a
yeah, they're little specks there. The older one that was at the well when you guys first arrived is chatting with Ori, and kind of that communication triangle's going on again, but is basically giving thanks and stuff like that, and offering you guys assistance. Anything that you need, anything that you want.
We're looking for the sitting room so we can meet the big boss.
He kind of nods and he just kind of indicates up on a hill. And again, seeing that kind of parallel to the material plane to Valendor, he indicates up in the direction of where the lighthouse was. It's kind of got the same slope to it, sort of thing. It's more overgrown. stuff like that, but just indicates up in that general direction. Um, and as they're like going around drinking, they're like asking like, "Do you want to sit with us? Do you need anything? We owe you. We owe you. Um, we're in your debt." That sort of stuff.
Well, we'll certainly rest for a little bit and share some.
Pointed look at Albert.
Yeah, we will rest up, have some food and drink, and
Of course, and they rush off and they kind of get like food, and it's like tiny plates of food. It smells delicious. And a couple of the fairies come over and they have a small table that they bring out and they wave their hands over it, and it basically grows in front of you and stuff. And then they go down and they get some of the water from the well, and it grows, and they put the cups out in front of you guys. And
would we or would Corn possibly have any sense of if it's is there any danger in eating or drinking Feywild consumables?
you can make a check,
What kind of check?
Arcana check, and it would probably be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you've seen what happened when Skyla ate the flower. So, like, maybe there's some hesitation or anything there, but you don't know one way or the other. Like, they have to eat, you're assuming, so... but it's your own best judgment. There's no one way or the other to tell you yes or no. You guys have some rations that could probably last you a little while longer.
Actually, because I assume we'll also be resting, I will go ahead and cast. Well, no, never mind. I'm just gonna put out the warning. It's like Skyla ate that flower and she did that zippy poofy thing, but I feel like it would be impolite to not eat. Use your own best judgment. We do have rations. I could make us some good berries.
So, who
Fluffy's hungry.
is eating? And who is not eating?
I am eating and Fluffy's eating.
Okay. Who is drinking the water? And who is not drinking the water?
I'm drinking the water.
I mean, I would investigate the glowy water that they're serving us, and based on what I discern from that,
You can make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna wait for Corin, and whatever Corin does is what I'm gonna do.
Kaylee's the one who should be doing the Arcana checks.
Kaylee, help!
Yeah, Kaylee can do the Arcana checks as well.
Oh,
Silver, help!
Yeah, so can
I
I.
was using my healing stick.
Whoever is proficient in it can.
I got some good Arcana.
Kaylee's not proficient in Arcana, you guys.
Kaylee's not. Well, she has Jack of all trades though, so
But
she's
she's-
proficient in everything.
But she's not.
No, but it's Jack of all trades is a bard feature.
I know that. I've been a bard, but that doesn't
Listen,
mean you're
I've been a
proficient.
bard.
Some of my best friends
You
are
add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check. That doesn't mean you're proficient in it.
And the reason that I ask for if you're proficient or not is because I don't let people roll for certain things unless they know about them. And Kaylee, being a bard, being a jack of all trades, knows a little bit about everything.
Okay. She has actual proficiency, so that seems like an off way to do it to me.
Okay. Well, but this is how I'm running it.
I know. I'm just saying.
All right. So Silver, you looking at this gather that it is definitely magical in some nature, and watching what it has done to the pixies, it seems to have some sort of rejuvenating or some like boosting abilities, at least in regards to them. You're not exactly sure what effect it might or might not have on you, but it seems to be beneficial. The only thing is that you did notice that the fairies, at the very least, seem dependent on it, so you're not exactly sure what's going on there. Because they needed it. They needed the water in the well.
I'm suspicious of this.
Yep.
Probably not going to recommend it to anyone. I'm just
Cool.
gonna.
Yep, I will probably just use the any mug for water and go ahead and surreptitiously cast Good Berry and just pop one in my mouth. And
Okay, so I need to know who's eating the feast.
Skylar.
Skylar's
Well-
eating the feast.
And Fluffy.
Alright.
and Fluffy's eating the feast. And I'll ask Kaylee later, is Alaric eating or drinking?
No, he hasn't done that in the other Green Hill, and he's sure as hell not going to do it in this Green Hill.
Okay, Corin is not eating or drinking.
I mean, I have like rations and water that I can,
And I mean,
but none of their food.
I would offer good berries, which one berry will last you for 24 hours.
Yeah, I was watching Corin.
Berries.
They also give you 1 HP.
Yay!
Okay. And Nessa, same thing?
Yeah, I was watching Corin to see if he trusted it, and he does not, so that validates my distrust. And then Silver does not trust it, so that double validates my distrust. So
Okay.
I'm definitely not.
And
Double
Silver's,
validation.
You guys are missing out on some really good food.
Silver's not eating or drinking.
Nah.
And are we going to say Kaylee is or isn't eating or drinking?
Probably isn't.
I don't know.
Probably
Let's let her figure that out.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we could get an answer, it doesn't really matter all that much. But, so I'm going to give Skyla some. Actually, I need Skyla to roll a 1d6.
Oh, jeez.
I bet it's good we all missed out.
Beard.
10
Oh,
bucks.
go on!
Oh,
I should have put money on that.
Okay, so
10 bucks, we all missed out on something great. Hallucinogenics!
I'll ask Kaylee before she knows exactly what's going on. But Skyla, you get a roll a 1d4 for me as well.
Oh my goodness.
What haven't you rolled tonight yet? A 10 and a 12?
Okay, so for the next 3 days,
Oh jeez.
you have a +2 to your strength.
Girl!
And you are also now under the effects of a hero's feast for the
Oh.
next 24 hours.
Sick.
I don't know what that does, but okay.
You're immune to poison and fear?
Yep, and you have advantage on wisdom saving
And
throws.
you also get,
You also have advantage on wisdom saving throws from the standard enemy. Just saying.
just saying,
All the wisdom.
You always give us a hero's feast, Alaric.
I also
Feast for the eyes. If nothing else.
I also believe that some temporary hit points.
Well, so when do I get my lost hit points back?
After a long rest.
Okay.
So let's see. Your hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
Alright.
Oh, there's your D10
So
for
you
the
have
night.
to keep track of the hit points that you lost.
I know. Well, so I got a 9.
Okay, so your hit point maximum increases by 9.
So it bumps
So
me
you
back
get-
up to my regular hit points.
Yeah.
+1, right? Because I think you were like -8, now you're +9.
Yeah.
Is that? Am I misremembering?
That's right.
What,
That's right. That's
Then
right.
I did math wrong somewhere.
No, the sheets
Because
do have
I-
a reduced max bubble.
My reduced maximum is 53 right now.
Reduced
Yeah, I
by
don't-
3. So
I
you
don't-
were at 61.
Yes.
It took away 8.
61 minus 8 is 53.
Yeah.
And plus 9.
Plus-
So you're at 62.
Oh. Okay.
So you can do reduced max to 62 and that'll even it out. And you increase by 9 hit points as well.
Sweet.
As weird as that is, but yes.
I texted Champs. I have no idea if she'll get it though.
And then I'm going to put under. I'll write it down somewhere that you're +3 or +2 to strength for the next 3 days.
Because Skyla needs more strength.
I only have a +1.
Well, I mean, when you're
I
like
just
the
get
champion of the
I
Stonefall.
thought you were +2.
I just
Are you
get
only
lucky.
+1?
I'm only +1 in strength. I just get lucky.
Crazy. Nice.
Skylar's like built around luck, I swear.
That's a good build.
Now
Whereas
her
Kaylee
dex and
is-
strength are the same. Kaylee's built to like do so much more, and she just rolls awful.
All
Or
right.
Kaylee rolls for a reason.
So they indicate the direction towards the sitting room. You guys begin making your way up there after you help everyone out and eat and rest. Taking a short rest, you guys can heal up and do all that stuff. Warlock, regain your spell slots and whatnot.
Woo!
If you guys want to do anything else, as you guys make your way up, and we'll go ahead and call the session there.
Well done.
So how long
everyone.
is it? How long has it been since the fight?
Probably about 20 minutes.
I figure if she ate,
Take a minute.
the short rest was while she was eating, so like an hour, and healing everyone like an hour and a half at the most.
Okay.
So we've been awake for almost 2 hours.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's been a trying day already.
That's how 5th edition fights go.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've-
I designed it to be a little bit difficult, but
Yes.
um,
Kind of spent almost everything I had there.
including your life.
I was
Yeah,
ready.
so that
Thanks,
was
Stevie.
that was it. That was the session. Thanks for everyone that came out and was watching. I know we had a couple people in chat. Really appreciate it. I think we have. I think we have a game on Thursday. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Who?
Nope.
Yeah,
No?
no. We just played
Oh, we
Titanfall.
canceled. Yeah, okay, that's right. We've just played Tidefall, so we're not doing Demon Seed.
Oh, do you want to do Tidefall after Thanksgiving, or you want to?
Whatever. We can talk about it.
We can do Demon Seed.
Yeah.
But nothing. No
about it
D&D
off
this
stream.
Thursday.
What's that?
No D&D this Thursday, but we may be streaming stuff. Just keep an eye on our Twitter. Follow us on Twitch for that.
Yep. Other than that, if you guys have any questions in the chat you guys want to type in, I'm not sure if anyone hung around to the end here, but go ahead and type them in and we'll try and answer them before we log off. Thank you for coming out, and if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.